Hello everybody, we're gonna get going in just a second. Today we are crocheting a pattern for my friend's new book. I'm very excited. I don't know what we're gonna be making today. That's gonna be up to you. We're gonna get the vote going in the chat just after we start today, because I'm gonna need to get the materials and everything like that going. So I need to know what we need to make before we get all those materials. So I'm gonna get that going in just a second. If you can hear me and it doesn't sound bad, then put an emoji of any kind of critter in the chat. That can be a dog or a seal or a crab or a cricket or a fox or a sloth. Any kind of cricket. Just let me know how everything sounds too. If I sound too quiet, if the music's too loud, please let me know. Or if you can hear my fan in the background, that would be good to know too. I'll be on in just a second though. Thanks so much for joining. There is a skunk emoji. I did not know that. Oh my god, I love skunks. I saw a skunk just the other day walking around my neighborhood. All right, be on in just a second. Nicole thinks I sound a little quiet. I'm gonna try to turn up my volume. I tried to turn it up earlier and it like looked like it was peaking. You know, it was like too loud. So bear with me and let me know how it sounds. 1 second. Give me just a second so I can turn it up. Okay, this is it turned up a little bit. Am I too loud now? Is it like, ah, you're burning my ears? Let me know. Or did that not even make any difference, does it seem? Sounds good to Nicole. All right. Sounds good to Watermelon. Coolio. All right, then let's get rocking and rolling. Hold on, let me hit record there. And let's just jump right into it. Ready, guys? Hello, everybody. Hi. Hello. Happy Friday. I hope you're having a great day. Today we have a really fun crochet along together. I'm really excited. This is Amy's new book. If you don't know who Amy is, they're also known as Curious Papaya. They are a friend of the channel. We have done a whole lot of crochet patterns with Amy. She is an amazing crochet artist. I should have grabbed some of her projects. Hold on. I have some right here. Like this big guy. This is one of her patterns that's on the site. It's giant. Oh, you can't even see him on screen. Look at him in the little cam. But anyhow, there's a whole bunch of them. We've done a whole bunch of patterns with Amy in the past, and I'm so excited for her. She has been working on this book forever, and it is out now. I'm really excited to crochet a pattern from it. My niece, well, not niece, technically cousin, but my niece, it's her birthday in a couple days. So I was like, oh my gosh, let's make one of these for her birthday gift. And we could do it on the live stream. We could talk about her new book, Amy's new book. And yeah, I'm just really excited. I don't know what we're gonna make though today. But a quick little thing here. Check this out. In the back of the book, it's my quote here at the top. Isn't that cool? Founder Club Crochet. That's me. That's me. If you want to get Amy's new book, you can find it at CuriousPapaya.com. Just spelled like that, CuriousPapaya.com. There's also a link right here and in the description of this video. Go check it out. It is a cool book. There's a whole bunch of patterns in here, and let's go ahead and look at some of them and try to figure out which ones spark the most joy for us to make today. So I'm just going to go straight into the patterns, and we'll just start shuffling through, and I'll see which one is I'm feeling most excited about. So I was already obviously looking through this a lot before today, but there's a few that I really like. Gertrude, the Grumpy Chick, is obviously adorable. I am a big fan of this mallard, so I'm actually strongly considering a ducky like that. Chicken's really cute. I like the duck a little bit more, but it's way cute. Little cute koala. Look at those cute little ears. Okay, so the ones I was really considering was the duck, and because I'm thinking about my niece, right? So which one would she want? Oh, she might really like the sea otters. No, but I think the one that she's really going to want, well, Milo the monkey is top tier for sure. Like, look at that. But so many people have made Milo the monkey. I've seen him all over the internet. So I think it might be kind of fun to do something different. But, you know, we could throw Milo in there. What do you guys think about Milo? That might be a fun one. We have a bunch of sea stars. Oh, look at that axolotl. Okay, but there is a fox in here. And a frog. Oh my gosh, look at the frog. Frog. Big contender there. But this is the one that I'm strongly considering, is Finnegan the Fox. I think this one's one of my favorite ones. I have been eyeing this pattern for quite a while. I think it's just so, so cute. So I'm really thinking Finnegan the Fox today. Dolphin's really cute. I love the eagle. That's always great. Look how good this beluga whale is. It looks like just straight up a real beluga whale. Very cool. Very cool. Penguin, pumpkin, seal. We love the sloths. Who doesn't like a good sloth? Look how cool this sea turtle is, by the way. Sea turtle is way cool too. That might be a little bit big of a project though today. The pug though. The pug? Okay. I'm thinking... Oh, and the pig? Okay, so I'm thinking pig, pug... I don't even think my niece knows what a capybara is, so maybe that's not the best one for her. Although I do love the capybara. Look at that monkey. Okay. So. Zoe's already actually made that beluga. That's cute. Alright, so I'm thinking that the options for today... What are we crocheting? Is the question. Are we making a fox? Are we making the duck? Are we making a sloth? These are the ones that I think sparked the most joy. Or the pig or the pug. I can't decide. Pig or pug. Quick chat. First one to say it. Pig or pug? How old is my niece? She is turning, I believe she's turning 5 or no, she's turning 6, I think. She's just a little kiddo. Little Kara. Okay, pug or pig, you guys choose now as the last vote. Oh, frog. Yes, frog was really cute. Oh, but most people are saying pug. Okay, so we're going to put pug there. So we got fox, duck, sloth, or pug. I'm voting fox, but you can vote whatever you want. And whatever wins is what we're going to be making today, which means I don't have the materials with me just yet, so I'm going to have to go grab those materials. But before I go do that, while we're choosing what we are making from Amy's new book, let's talk about how you can support this channel. If you like what's going on here, you think what's going on is pretty cool, and you think it should keep on happening, well, there's a few things you can do to help make that happen. The first is like this video down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Go check out us on social media. Go check out Curious Papaya on social media. You can find her at Curious Papaya. Tell her hi and that you got that you saw her stuff on Club Crochet. Let her know that we sent you. And let's see, we're definitely going to need scissors. We're definitely going to need a crochet hook. So that's the free, cheap way to support. If you want to support monetarily, oh, wow, thank you so much. There's a few ways you can do so. If you want to help support Curious Papaya, Amy's new book, you can find it right here, CuriousPapaya.com. If you want to support Club Crochet's whole thingamabob, well, there's a few ways you can help support monetarily. The first is with a membership. It's probably the best way to support this channel. You can get a membership by just going to clubcrochet.com. Memberships start at $5.99 a month, and you can even get a free trial if it's something you're interested in. We have a whole bunch of patterns on the website, including some of Amy's patterns as well, and we add new ones in all the time. Let's see, what else? You can purchase kits and merch in the store. We got a whole bunch of different kits. We're working out of our new Amigurumi kit. We're actually almost done with it. And let's see, what other ways? You can support by tipping. If you really like what's going on here and you think that I'm worth a tip, well, you can do so by going to clubcrochet.com/tip. Everything I'm talking about, though, is in the description. And again, the best way to support us is probably with a Club Crochet membership. So if you're considering a membership, this is your last opportunity, really the last live stream opportunity to get a membership at the cheap price. It is less than 50% of the normal cost right now, and it's only going to be that way for 5 more days. You can learn more at clubcrochet.com. We're doing this huge promo right now for a designer membership. It's the same cost as a pattern membership today, and it's only $5.99. It gives you unlimited access to the website. So it's a huge, huge deal, and you're going to be stuck with that price forever. You'll never get popped up to a higher price, but it's only going to be available for 5 more days. So if you have been considering a membership, I strongly suggest you do that now. Okay, so that's everything I want to say about that. And let's go ahead and grab our materials, because it looks like pretty overwhelmingly you guys agree with me that we want to make a fox. So I'll go ahead and end the poll there. And let me go grab those fox materials. I will be right back. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I got everything pretty quick there, actually. I already had it kind of out because I was considering making this last night. We're going to be using worsted weight cotton yarn today. We're not going to be using our Club Crochet cotton. We're going to be using, I believe this is Lily Sugar and Cream yarn, and they've got this really perfect red for this. So we're going to be using this kind of like, I think they call it country red, as our main color for our fox. We're going to be needing white for some parts of it, and then we're going to need brown for a few other parts. I'm using all Lily Sugar and Cream yarn today, even though I usually like using our Club Crochet yarn. But I don't have all these colors readily available, and we're doing what we're doing. I'm actually also going to change this crochet hook, because even though it's the exact same size, I actually find this crochet hook's a little bit better for Lily Sugar and Cream yarn. I don't know why. I've just crocheted so much that this one specifically is a little bit better for that yarn. Okay, what size hook are we using? So we're using worsted weight cotton yarn, which means that we are using a size G, 4mm crochet hook today. It's my favorite kind of hook to use with our yarn. And yeah, that's what we're going to be using. I've been using this hook for a really long time, actually. Okay. Oh, and then the other thing I want to say, there's a giveaway. We're doing a giveaway. I should have said that in the beginning. If you want to win Amy's new book, you can win it. We are doing a giveaway for this book. I bought my own copy of this book in pre-order, and then she sent me a copy because I did that thing in the back. So she was like, oh, here's a free copy. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. I'm going to do a giveaway for that. So we are doing a giveaway today. And here is where you can go to enter that giveaway. All you need to do is go to the Instagram account for Club Crochet or for Amy. at Curious Papaya. So either go to at Club Crochet or at Curious Papaya. Go to the most recent post. It is a picture of that I took. It looks like the thumbnail for this video, and comment down below and tag any crocheter or really anybody that you want, and like that post, and then you'll be entered to win the giveaway. We're gonna end the giveaway at the end of the weekend, so you have until the end of the weekend to enter that giveaway. And yeah, if you don't have anybody that you want to tag, you can tag me. I'm just at Louie's Loops, so feel free to tag me there. Okay, I think that's everything I wanted to say. Let's get to our pattern. Okay, so we want to do the fox. Where is the fox? There he is. Oh my gosh, look at how cute. Okay, if we can make it half this cute, we will have a success today. We need cotton yarn. Great. Perfect. Wow, she uses a very small crochet hook. And what else? I guess that's that. Okay, so she has us making our head and body first. I shouldn't put the pattern on screen. If you want to get the pattern, get the book. But looks like we're making the head and body first. I believe that Curious Papaya has these patterns available in her shop too. I think some of them at least are in her shop. It might be this fox, actually might be one of them. Okay, so we've got head and body. She says to make those first, but I kind of want to make the ears and the snout first. This is a big project. Wow, this is a really big project. Okay, we gotta get hooking, like now. All right, so let's start. I'm gonna start us off. Where am I gonna put this so I can read this while I'm crocheting? Move this keyboard. Music seems like it got really loud there, doesn't it? I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right. Okay, so where do we start? I guess we can start with the head and body, and then we could just sew that onto the other parts onto the head and body. Okay, fine. We'll do it the way she has it written. But where do I put this? Can I just stand it up like this? Oopsies, sorry, Mr. Camera. That does not feel secure. Well, whatever. It's gonna have to work. Where's my... I need something to stop this from jumping around, too. We're gonna use... Oh, I just need a clip. Where's all my clips? Alright. Whatever. We've got a darning needle. We've got our scissors. I'm going to use these scissors instead. And we got our yarn. Okay. I'm just going to fold in half. It's my book. I can do what I want. All right. I got this book myself. There we go. Is that in screen? No, it's not. All right. This feels wrong. You know what? I'm going to put it right here so it's in the light box. Is that crazy? Ow, I hit myself with a needle. That is crazy. Oh, gosh. I have not got the best setup for having a book out while I crochet. This is like the first time I've ever tried to crochet on stream with a book. Okay, we'll put it down here. Put it down here, so I might be going like this a lot. That feels wrong too. You know what? We'll do it like this. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so I'm going to start with our red yarn for our fox's head. And hey, how have you guys been? How has the stream been? How's everybody been doing? We have got a decent... Wow, we got some newbies here. Ari Bella asks a question. What do you got? What's your question for today? I will do my best to answer and help. I hope that's enough brown and white yarn. I think it will be. Okay, so we're going to start pretty simple here. We're going 6, 12, 18, 24, 36, 42, all the way to 42. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is going to get pretty big. All right, so we have just a whole bunch of... Gosh, I keep hitting the camera. Whole bunch of crochet to do. So I'm gonna go quick today. This one's going to be a little bit of a speed run, I think. Five, 6. And we'll just use a quick little stitch marker here. Keep track of our stitches. Gosh, I hope we can finish this fox. I didn't realize how big of a pattern it was until literally right now. I actually already have made an ear just because I was like starting to make this last night. So maybe I'll just use that ear to help speed us up just a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. Let's hope we're not going for another 4 hours today. We did a 4-hour stream last week and that was too long. It was fun, but I was dead. D-E-D dead afterwards. Hey, it's someone's birthday! Oh, happy birthday, Lotta. Happy birthday. Arabella, what was your question? I haven't seen your question come in yet. It seems there's an issue with the link in the description. Okay, with which link? To the giveaway? Okay, let me fix that. Or is it to Curious Papayas page? Okay, I'll fix the link to the giveaway right now, just in case that's what you're talking about. Okay, that is fixed. Check the link in the description again. You might need to like refresh this page. Ah, okay. Aribella's question. You asked on a live a long time ago. You were confused on finishing the Nessie. And I said that I would make a video finishing it. Do you have plans? Yeah. Okay. So, do you mean the tiny version or the big version? Do you mean like the little baby one that looks like? Oh, I have the baby one in here somewhere. Where is it? You mean this little guy? Is that what you mean? The little one? Or do you mean the big one? There should be a video for both, I think. I think the video for the little one is just the brontosaurus pattern. Like the baby brontosaurus one. I think that's what you mean. But I don't know. Yes, the tiny one. Okay. Yeah, I think that your best bet, because I have not made a separate video for it. You're right, I totally should, but I haven't really worked on it. But if you use the brontosaurus pattern, I do discuss the changes you'll need to make that Nessie version in that video, in the baby brontosaurus video, which is a free tutorial on the website. You can find it. Actually, it's free tutorial on YouTube as well. Either way, you can find it at clubcrochet.com/Brono, or you can just go to our YouTube channel and then find the brontosaurus video. I do explain how to make the little Nessie in that video, but it is not, I don't like go through detailed instructions for it. So I will, I'll add that to the list. I've got quite a list right now of videos that I need to record. So I'll add it to the list. If you want to know exactly what we're recording, let's see. I've got a new pattern that I've been working on that we're recording. I'm going to be recording this weekend. I've got another new pattern, our final pattern for our Amigurumi that I just finished up last night. It looks so cool. I actually think I'm going to come out with it. I think I'm going to technically have the finale of the live stream or of the Amigurumi and then come out with the pattern like later. I know that sounds weird, but it's just not the most Halloween-y, and it's like, you know, now we got to start posting about Halloween and stuff, so we might, I don't know. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that pattern exactly. And then I have a buttload of tutorials that I want to make, like so many tutorials. Look at this head getting bigger and bigger. I'm not even going to keep working around the stitch marker. I think that's enough for me to remember where the ends of my rounds are. My list keeps growing. It does. And I made like 4 new mini gurumis this week that I want to record. And then it's November and we are jumping into the holiday season and we got to start making, you know, there's a million things that I got to work on. But that being said, our Aribella, if you can, please check out that Brontosaurus pattern and let me know if that one helps and works for you. I don't remember exactly where the video tutorial part of that was, but I know it's in there. And let me know how it works. All right. Did I see your question, bruh? Let me see. Let me scroll up. I did miss that question, whatever question you had. When you open the cactus, the customizable cactus thing says it's coming. Oh, that might be broken. Thank you for letting me know. I will look into that. I'll look into that for you, bruh. I'll look into it after this. I totally forgot about that. Lizzie. Hello, Lizzie. How are you? All right, we're going all the way up to 42 stitches, so this will be way bigger than I was expecting. I was expecting it to be like this big. Hopefully it'll fit in the screen. I might need to like zoom out my camera halfway through this live stream to make everything fit. We'll see. We'll see. I'll just kind of like tuck my way back a little bit more like this. I think that'll work. How has your guys' week been? We had a crazy big live stream on Wednesday this week. We did our Amigurumi 101 Camp Crochet, and that was, honestly, it was pretty exhausting, but it was really fun. I'm glad we did it. Oh, Curious Papa, Amy's in the chat. Hello, Amy. Everybody say hi to Amy in the chat. Thanks for joining, Amy. We are making our Finnegan the Fox right now. I didn't realize it was so big. I'm like, oh boy, I gotta crochet fast, finish this in today's live stream. But I actually did already kind of half get started on it, so I know some parts. I know like how to make the ears already. I like the way you did your color changes for the ears and stuff. But yeah, again, if you haven't already picked up a copy of this book, you can find it at CuriousPapaya.com. There's a link right here at the top. That's where you can find her new book. And let's see, I'm on round 6. Oh, interesting. Round 6, we are increasing at a different rate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I actually did round 6 wrong. I guess it doesn't... You know what? I guess it's not the end of the world, but Amy has her increases at different variations there to make it... I'm assuming to make it more rounded. You know what? Let's do it the way she says and go back. Because I increased incorrectly. I just saw the last stitch count and I thought, oh, okay, that's supposed to be like this. But it's actually supposed to be 2 and then an increase. Also, we should cut this tail end to get it out of our way. So 1, 2, increase 1, 2. Is that correct? Yes. Cool. And then we do a different order of operations in the next round. 1, 2. Got it. It's only $12 right now? Oh my gosh, guys, if you haven't already, go buy this book. It's only $12 right now. That's like, Amy, that's like insanely cheap. How is it only $12? How is that even possible? Is it just like the perfect timing and that it's just like the perfect timing to get the book on sale? Or, wow, because that's like crazy cheap. 2, increase here. Wow. It is a steal, absolutely. Oh, it's Amazon Prime week. I forgot about that. That's great. All right, go get it. I totally forgot that that's a thing. Good old American consumerism. I know, that's like really low. Tina, thank you so much for the support. Tina just tipped. That was very sweet of you, Tina. Thank you. Here, we'll put something out on screen for you, Tina, throughout today's live stream. And if anybody else wants a tip today, we'll put something else out. Here. I know Tina is a huge fan of our goblins. By the way, Tina, check this out. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? No, here. Let me turn the camera slightly. Here, let me move that out of the way too. See that guy back there? I finally got my backdrop a little bit more set up, and I've got Jack Gurgle sitting there. And I was like, you know what? I should totally let Tina know. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that as I was setting it up. I was like, oh, I hope that's in the background enough for Tina to see. Tina, here is a goblin for you. I actually don't think I've ever shown this goblin out on screen. So we're going to go ahead and put that right back here. They're a little big, but you'll know what those feet are. Actually, you know what? We'll put them right. I don't want it too much in our screen, unfortunately, because it's going to be so big. You know what, Tina? I'm going to put this guy behind us, actually. We'll have him sitting up here on our cool little plaque. Maybe? Here, wait. I got a plan. I got an idea. We're going to take a needle. We're going to have him right like that. There, can you see him? You can see him, right? Right there. Here, I'll go to the bigger cam for you. Ba-ba-da-ba. There you go, Tina. Thank you for the support. All right, we're on to round 7. 5, and then an increase. 1. Okay. So we're back onto like a relatively normal increase round here. It's cheaper than you ordering from your publishers right now? Oh my gosh. So you're going to buy a bunch. You should. I was thinking that actually, Amy. I was like, because I was trying to set up your, like where to send people for your thing. And so I was like, oh, okay, maybe she's selling them from her website. And then I saw that it just, it takes you to Amazon. And I was like, oh man, I kind of wish Amy got copies so that she could sell them herself on her website. But I guess that does require like shipping, like having a whole bunch of supply on hand and then shipping it all. So that sounds kind of annoying. But I was thinking about that for you. I messed up again already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 increase. 1, 2, 3. Yep. 4. 5 is here, and then we increase. Okay. It's funny. I'm so used to like having the increases at like the same spots every time that I'm like, oh, okay, I just put an increase where the last increase is, and so I just kind of mess up because of that. All right, Watermelon, thanks so much for joining. Look how big this guy's gonna be. This is gonna be one heck of a fox. Oh my gosh, my cousin's gonna love this. I kind of like want to try making one of these with blanket yarn because it would be huge. Have you seen, hey Amy, if you're still here in the chat, have you seen a lot of people making your projects with blanket yarn? Because I'd love to see what some of these look like. I've seen a few monkeys. I've seen a few copies of Milo, the monkey pattern in blanket yarn, and it does look very cool. But I'm curious if like other people have made like Finnegan or other projects like that with blanket yarn. Okay, so we got 4 rounds now of single crochet. So that's a lot of rounds of single crochet. So we're just gonna speed run this. My hook is gonna be on fire by the end of today's live stream because I'm gonna be going so fast. I always wanted to do a speed run page on the website where like you can speed run yourself crocheting a project and then like post your best time on a certain pattern and then people can like compete in how fast they could crochet it. I just thought that'd be really funny. I bet you a lot of people will be making this as blanket yarn for holiday gifts because that just seems like the perfect holiday gift. I feel like a lot of people don't realize that you can do that. You know, that you can use blanket yarn for essentially any project that you want. It does kind of morph it a little bit depending on what kind of yarn you're using. You know, it kind of like makes it less rounded. It kind of like points it, like makes it more pointy. But I found that it doesn't really matter that much, and you can kind of stuffing it out a little bit to make it work. Okay, we got 4 of these rounds. So we just gotta fly. You know what? I'm gonna put a harsh time on today's live stream, so I'm not streaming forever. And I'm gonna say at 6 p.m. So in 2.5 hours, I'm gonna be done today. So we got to try to finish this in 2.5 hours. I think we can, though. I really do. This part and I think the tail are gonna be the hardest parts to crochet, and then the rest of them are pretty small pieces. And then the sewing together might be like the last half hour of today's work. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know. We're going to see. We'll see. You did make Milo and chunky yarn? It looks like the perfect pattern to make with chunky yarn, with those floppy little arms and legs too. Yeah. I have been working on a Milo. I've made all the limbs, and then I moved from our old place, and I put all the yarn in like one of my boxes of yarn, and I haven't unpacked all my yarn yet, and he's just, the limbs are still hidden somewhere in one of these boxes, so I need to go and search for that still to finish that one up. Whew. Okay, halfway done with the single crochets there. Wow. This is gonna be... Okay, actually, you know, it won't be that big. It'll be like that big. But still, that's like... This is gonna be significant. Oh my gosh, my cousin is gonna freak. She's gonna be like, what? What are we making? Hello, Firtham? I think I'm saying that right. Firtham? We are making a fox from our friend Amy's new book, aka Curious Papaya. Her new book is called Amigurumi Critters. You can find it at her website. That is linked right here at the top. And we are making Finnegan the Fox today. And I'm making it as a gift for my cousin's birthday. So I don't know who else has been playing. I feel like I always want to talk about video games in my live streams, but not that many people play video games. But I did, this is so funny. I did finally beat a boss in my video game last night that I've been working on for like pretty much all week, and I got really excited about it. So I finally made it to Act 2 of my game Silk Song that I've been playing. And I'm just really excited about it. I beat it last night and I was like, yeah! Oh, gotta be quiet. Jules is sleeping. I can only play for like 30 minutes at a time. So when you lose to the same boss for like... I must have fought that guy like 50 times. It was so frustrating. But I'm so glad I beat it. So this week I had a really good idea, and I'll share my idea with you guys on the stream, but nobody take my idea, okay? Because I'm trying to work on like some video game stuff, and I've been making like video game sprites and like working on a game with someone, which I won't talk too much about that, but I did get some fun ideas. I don't know, has anybody in the chat heard of Hank Green's game? I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called the Bean Game. Maybe just Bean Game. I can't remember. But anyhow, it's this really cool focus app. It's less so of a game and more so of like a way to help you like focus and stay on track. I really like it a lot. It's very cool. But essentially what you do in the bean game is you have this little bean, and your bean likes to knit socks and scarves and stuff. And but when he's knitting scarves and socks, you can't touch your phone. You can't, because it'll make him drop stitches and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's so fun. So I've been using it every now and then to just make sure that I don't stare at my phone and I focus on crocheting, or I focus on, like the conversation I'm having or whatever. Like just a way to make sure not to look at your phone. Focus friend, that's what it's called, focus friend. And I really liked that idea, but the problem that I found was that often I need to use my phone to have my crochet pattern written and on my screen while I'm not using my phone. I'm using it to crochet with. And I need those instructions up. So I can't just have my little focus friend bean dude just knitting away while I'm on a different screen on my phone. It doesn't work like that. But it would be cool if it did. So I was thinking, it would be really cool if there was a crochet focused game, which is what I want to work on. Hold on, I need to increase up here. 10 single crochets. Okay. So 1. Hold on. I'll get back to that in just a second. I need to focus. I need to count right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. And then 3 increases in a row. Oh, okay. And then 16 and then 3. Okay. 1, 2. Whoa, that's a lot of increases in a row. This must be where the nose and stuff goes. 3. Oh no, wait. You know what? I think this is where the cheeks are. And then how many was it between? 16. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I need to count. 5. 10. I don't think I'm supposed to change colors here. Was I supposed to change colors? No. Okay, good. We're good. Okay, sorry. Where was I? I was saying this bean game. I thought it was really cool, but it would be really cool if I could crochet while I was using my Focus app, just to make it easier, or just to make it more useful for me specifically. And so I had an idea to work on a different game that is similar. Not similar, really. It is different. I'm going to have options. I'm going to try to make it so there's options to actually play the game if you want to, or let it play by itself. And it's about spaceships and stuff. I don't know. It's really, really, really early in the process. I just made the sprites the other night. And then I'm meeting with my friend who helps me make video games tomorrow to discuss it. Let's see, so I got 12 and then in 3 increases and then 18. Okay. It's right here, 1, 2. Okay. 9, 11, and 12. Okay, so it goes into that increase. All right, and then I do 3. Got it. Yeah, I just think it'd be really fun. Anyhow, it's so early on in the process here that I probably shouldn't even be really talking about it much, but I just think, yeah, Zoe says what exactly is the problem here. I come up with too many ideas. My head has too many ideas. It is true. It is absolutely true. Yeah, I was talking about that with my wife just the other day. She's like, you need to chill it with all your ideas. I'm like, but I don't want to. It's not, the problem's not that it has too many ideas. Well, yeah, no, the problem is it has too many ideas. But the real problem is I have too many good ideas. Hello, Ree. We are making a fox today. Hey, Foxy. Oh, Foxy said something and then said bye. But Foxy, we're making a fox right now. You're in the perfect spot. This is made to be. All right, 12. So I know that. 16. So 17, 18. Perfect. 18 is going to be right there. And then our 3 increases. Okay. Oh, I wonder what we're doing after this round. Is that all 3? 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. So it should be what, like 12 stitches at the end? Yeah. Okay. All right, there we go. So we got our little, I think these are going to be our cheeks here. Got, it looks like a cute little hat right now, actually. All right, I'm just going to pull this stitch marker up here. We need to keep track of our progress at the top here. All right, so now we've got to decrease, so 7 and then a decrease. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love that, Zoe. Zoe says that they've been playing Lava Run with their partner and they created a monster because their partner's obsessed with Lava Run. I love that. I love it. I'm guessing you've been playing competitively a lot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then a decrease. Because you can play co-op. But it's way more fun to play competitive. And you can do, you can even do a, like Jules and I have been playing recently, where we play, where each of us have 2 dinosaurs, and only 2 dinosaurs can survive. And so, like, you get points based on how many dinosaurs you can get to survive. It's been a really fun way. I've never tried that before, so we just started trying that way. Like last week. It's really fun. So this round we're gonna start decreasing it, huh? And then the next round we're gonna start adding in our color changes. 1, 2, 3. And 7. We'll decrease that down. Takoyaki! You've returned from the warp. Oh, how's your brain doing? Have you gotten any psychosis yet from the chaos? 1, 2, 3. And then we decrease. It is a very, Lava Run really is a very customizable game. You can, there's so many, people have been sending in like home rules, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which I was actually thinking, I've been working on the website and I was thinking about making a page on the website that's just like, homegrown rules, or like, what are those called? Like custom home rules? And then like letting people submit what they, like what special rules that they've made for their game. Okay. So now we're gonna start doing color changes. Nice. Okay, I think this is looking right. I think it's gonna be gigantinormous. Your brain is fried from the chaos. I love it. All right, so we got a few decreases, and then we change to our white. And then we change back. Okay. So we're going to need to get our white here prepared. Amy, I don't know if Amy's watching right now, but I'm really curious. What does CC1? Color change 1? Is that what that stands for? I wonder. I've never seen that written like that before. Okay, so I want to decrease three and then a decrease 2 times. Okay. Three, and a decrease. Three, and we're going to do that twice. Okay. Decrease. It's funny, I don't crochet anywhere as fast as I do when I'm on a live stream. For some reason, I just go so quick on a live stream. You guys help me like focus on what I'm actually supposed to be doing. I don't know why. 1, 2, 3. But it do be like that. All right, so now we change over to white for 2 rounds of this, and then back to our red for the last 2. Got it. House rules. Thank you, Twiz. I was having a brain fart. That's exactly what I was trying to say was house rules. You rock. Thank you for translating my brain. We used to have my friend Nicole, different Nicole, but anyhow, I have a friend named Nicole who she used to work for us at Club Crochet. She was the one that was answering all the emails, and her job title was head of brain space navigation because she helped me like organize all my thoughts and my plans and stuff. And I just thought that was such a good way to say, like, I help Louis figure his stuff out. You are our beans. Yes, exactly. 1, 2, 3. And then decrease there. Ah! There we go. And back over. 1. I'm glad I'm not using our Club Crochet yarn because honestly, I don't think one of those balls of Club Crochet yarn would be enough for this. I think I need to use something. I think I need to use a few different balls of yarn. It's too big for a single ball of Club Crochet. Well, actually, maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't know. There we go. Oh, thank you so much. Fly by the seed of your plants. Oh my gosh, I love that name. Fly by the seed of your plants. I love that. Thank you. That really means a lot to me. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I try to do my darndest to teach in ways that are the most what's the word? Approachable for the most yarn illiterate. Yeah, I'm always trying to like make sure that it is as understandable as possible. So I'm so glad that has been the case for you. If there's ever any room for me to improve, I'm always open to feedback and how I could do better at teaching. So if anybody has any thoughts and they're like, hey, you know what? You do this too much. Tell me. Tell me. I'm not going to know if no one tells me. That's what I always think. If no one tells me, I'm never going to know. Okay, so we got this decreasing down. There's our head. And you can see it, right? There's going to be like a nose right here. We're going to have 2 ears. And then obviously eyes and stuff. I think we're going to add the eyes in before we sew it closed just because I don't know how we would add the eyes in otherwise. I noticed that the eyes in the pictures here aren't on the body prior to sewing it closed. I wonder how Curious Papaya attaches her eyes on after it's sewn closed. I know there's a few ways to do it, but None that I usually use, so. Oh, okay. So this next round is 3. Okay. 3 and then a decrease twice. Got it. All right, we're about halfway done on the head, by the way. So we're not doing too bad on time. And again, I'm pretty confident in saying this is going to be the longest crochet part. Boom. Oh, wait, that's supposed to be a color change here. It's 3 decrease, and then a color change. Is that correct? Let me check again. Oh, 3 decrease, 3, and then 3 decreases in a row. I see. 1, 2, like that. Okay. Oh. Oh, dude, Takoyaki, thanks so much. Decrease, 3 decrease, and then got it. And we'll work around this for the first stitch. Like that. And then 10 after that? Yeah, I could see me not finishing this today. I hope I do. I really do, but I can see it not happening. Oh, look at that! How cool! Look, you can see the side of the face. That's totally the side of the cheek of the fox. You can totally see it, right? Now that those decreases have come in, you can see how it like pulled it in and turned it into kind of like a little point as like the tuft of her, of Finnegan's like fur on the side of the head. Ooh, I love it. Okay, so there's 10 between this? Yes, okay. 1, 2. Eight, 9, 10, and then we decrease and change colors. And I'm guessing we're doing the same thing backwards, right? Yeah, 3 decreases, 3 singles, decrease, singles. Okay, cool. All right. We're cruising. And not even for a bruising. There we go. Oh, dudes, you guys are so sweet. You guys are being so nice in the chat. Thank you for being so kind. How's everybody's week been? Anybody gotten into anything new this week? Anybody crocheted or made anything new? What have you been working on? Loud music. Man, this soundtrack does not know what it wants to be. It's like, actually, now I'm loud again. There we go. Always let me know if the sound gets too loud or too quiet. Please let me know. All right, what's after those 3 decreases again? Oh, 3 singles. All right, 1, 2, 3, and then D. Yeah, perfect. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. Okay, so now I'm gonna unstuff this part, and then you can see how the head is coming together there. We got our little cheeks. Looking good. I think that's looking exactly the way we want it to. I mean, obviously, it would be nice. I kind of wish I made the nose before I started here. But that's okay. We can... It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine, yeah? 11. Okay, so this round's all single crochets. Okay. Kaylin is working on Christmas stuff. Oh, wow, getting early in the Christmas world. Emily. Hello, welcome to the chat, Emily. Thanks for joining. Crocheting a bunch of the mini goblins. Oh my god, aren't those just so addicting, Ree? I am absolutely... I need to make more too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm going to make... Hold on. 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we're going into it. All right. I think I'm going to be making the little gnome pattern into little elves for Christmas time, and I think I'm gonna get obsessed with making elves, and then I'll start to, like, you know, I'll hide them all over my mom's house again. That's what I was thinking of doing this year, is just a stupid amount of elves hidden around my mom's house. I always like to hide a bunch of crochet for different holidays at my parents', because that's what my mom used to do for me when I was a kid, was hide a bunch of, like, coins for St. Patrick's Day, or little bunny, like, little Easter eggs and stuff for Easter. So I like to return the favor, as it was, if that's a nice way to say it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is it 10 or 11? 10. Okay. And then we change back. Okay. Emily, you're supposed to be asleep right now. Well, ain't no one gonna know. I'm not gonna rat you out. I ain't no rat. I'm many things, but I ain't no rat. Everybody be chill, okay? No one rat out Emily for watching live stream YouTube content instead of going to bed. I'm talking to you, Takoyaki. He's always trying to rat people out on this live stream. Just kidding. Just kidding. Lotta. Whoa! Lotta says that they're making a sculpture from... Oh, wait. You're making a sculpture from a museum that you went to, and probably some of the bunnies. Oh, cool. Whoa, that's cool. What is the sculpture of, Lotta? You're, like, crocheting a replica of the sculpture, or are you making the sculpture up yourself? That's super cool. Man, I kind of wish that I got into, like, sculpture work. I actually had the idea yesterday. I was like, again, Zoe was right. I came up with too many ideas. But I had the thought yesterday that I was like, you know, I need to make... Wait, is that supposed to be like that? Hold on. Yeah, it is supposed to be like that. Okay. I'm on round 18, which is our last round with white. Okay. What was I saying? What was I saying? I don't know. Takoyaki, I'm just teasing you because it's fun. I know you can take it. You're a space marine. You can take a little teasing. 1, 2. Skip to my me. Because my name is Lou. Alright, is it 2 decreases? 1, 2, decrease, 1, 2, decrease. Yeah, you do make a lot of space marines. 1, 2, and then it's decrease into the white. Got it. Like that. Okay. And then this through 2 times. Okay. Sculpture, thank you. Yes. I had the idea yesterday. So I've been thinking a lot about getting into ceramics as a hobby. I have a friend, Casey, who is really into ceramics. I think she's making a ceramic sculpture of Jimbo right now. I hope she's making a ceramic sculpture of Jimbo. She keeps like hinting at it, and I'm really hoping that's what she's working on. But anyhow, I've been wanting to get into ceramics too, as just like a nice relaxing thing. And Jules was like, well, you know, if you get into ceramics, you're gonna have to start with like early classes, and you're gonna have to just be making cups and bowls and stuff. And I was like, okay, as long as I can put a little face at the bottom of the cup and a little butt on the bottom side of the cup, then I'm totally fine with that. And she was like, you don't gotta put butts and faces on everything. And I was like, yes I do. But I just thought that was such a fun idea, and something that I'm kind of surprised I've never seen before is people making bowls and then putting a little face at the bottom of the bowl, so when you're done with your soup or whatever, there's like a little eyes and a little mouth. And then on the bottom of the bowl, you know, there's a rim to keep it up, but then under the rim there'd be a little butt. That would be so funny. Anyhow, just something I thought about. Ooh, Ree has a comment. Ree says, Louie, I got a question. Well, Ree, I got an answer. They say, for the next Camp Crochet, you saw that it was for members only. I'm a member. How do we watch live? Would it still be on YouTube, or will it only be on the website? It'll only be on the website, but it will technically also be on YouTube. So here's how we're going to do it, Ree. It's going to be, Camp Crochets are a Zoom that you can join so that you can actually like share your camera and talk to me live if you want to. But in addition to that, we'll be live streaming it straight to YouTube, but the stream is going to be unlisted. So the only way you're going to be able to watch it is by being on the website. So if the reason we're doing it that way is because if you wanted to watch it live on YouTube, but you didn't, you know, if you wanted to watch it, but you didn't want to join the Zoom, then I'm not going to force you to join the Zoom if you don't want to. And then that way also I can put it up onto the website as like a, you know, something you can rewatch later. So that's kind of the way it'll work. If you are a member though, and you want to join the next Camp Crochet, which the next Camp Crochet is going to be really cool. Here, I'll show you. I'll do a little like early pitch for it and tell you all about it. But look at our guy coming together. Looking pretty good. Okay, I think we have all... We don't need white at all anymore until we get to, I think, the face. Oh, yes. Oh, totally takoyaki. I'm totally going to make ceramic goblins. That was absolutely... That's what I really wanted to do originally. I want to make a bunch of cups. Okay, I want to make a bunch of stitched... If you don't know what stitched is this game that I made where you crochet a bunch of, like goblins and ogres and stuff like that, and then you battle them. Like you play a game and then like you move around the board and you battle each other, and it's super fun. And it's my first craftable game, which means that it's a game that you're supposed to be able to like make from arts and crafts and then play it. And I was like, how would I do a ceramics version of Stitched? I thought, oh, wouldn't it be fun if they were all little cups? So they were like little tiny cups that were goblins, and then bigger cups that were ogres, but they looked like them, you know, they had little faces on them. And then if that character died, you had to drink what was in the cup. So it could either be like alcohol, or it could just be like gross drinks or good drinks. I don't know. It was just an idea that I had that I thought that would be really fun. And then that got me into the whole, well, maybe I should start making ceramics. I would like to make ceramics. That would be a nice, relaxing hobby now that crochet has become my career. Oh, hey, Cotton Fox. Oh my gosh. How are you? We're making a Cotton Fox right now. Oh my gosh, we're making you. Hello. Yes, what Cooper said, you can find our beginner series right there at crocheting101.com. Use size categories like D&D. Yes, there is actually that. Yeah. Kaylin, have you not seen Stitched, Kaylin? You would love it. I guarantee everybody would love it. It's awesome. I'm so proud of it. Okay, so I am making... Oh, interesting. Why does she say that? Huh, I've never seen that note before. Oh, you know what? It's because we're interesting. Wow. Huh. Okay. Wow, I've never seen a pattern really do it this way, but that's super cool. So what we're basically going to do here is we're going to decrease it down and make the head separate, but leave those unused back loops only so that we can crochet that in them so that the body can be made directly attached to the head. That's a very clever way to do it. I like that. I like that a lot. However, I don't want to continue on the head until I add my eyes and stuff in, which means that we're going to need to start making the face. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to grab... Yeah, we're just going to grab some of this yarn. I'm going to unwind a bunch of this yarn, turn it into a separate ball that we can work out of, so that we can place this to the side and then still come back to it, but we can still use some more red yarn. Yes, that's totally originally what the plan was, Kaylin. And then I was like, wait, what if I make my own version of this game? I know, I do. I need to clone myself. Oh, maybe I could crochet a clone of myself. Oh, konnichiwa! Hajimemashite. Watashi wa Louis desu. Anata no namae wa nan desu ka? I can't read kanji. Kanji o kimasen? No, that means I'm not going to go. How do I say read? Is it ki? Is it kimas? I can't remember. I have not been studying my Japanese. All right, we're going to place this to the side. We'll place it right up here. We're going to come back to it in a second. We're going to switch over now to making the ears and the nose so that we can add our face onto our piece before we continue on to the... Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Face pieces next. So we're going to continue on now to the ears. Fix that up. There we go. All right, we got to start with our brown yarn for the ears. How are we doing on time? Uh-oh, we are running low on it. Yeah, we gotta get hooking. You know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and say happy time zone, everyone. That's funny. I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab the other ear that I made the other day, just to save us just like the slightest amount of time. I'll be right back. Like, countdown from 10. 9, 8, 7. Okay, I should have said 15. 15 seconds. Look, there we go. We're going to make another one of these. See, so I already made an ear. This is all I've made so far was an ear. But this will save us, what, like 5-10 minutes? Which might be nice. Okay. All right. See you later, Takoyaki. Thanks for joining. You know, I ate takoyaki yesterday. I love takoyaki. It is truly one of my favorite Japanese foods. I feel bad about eating octopus, to be completely honest. But it's so good. Honestly, I could eat it without the octopus in it, though. I don't even mind it's the sauce and the dough, and oh my gosh, I love takoyaki. And I found this place near our home here that has takoyaki on their menu. Oh, it's so good. If you haven't had takoyaki before, I highly suggest you try to find a way to get it. It honestly is probably going to be pretty difficult to find, especially if you're like in the middle of nowhere. But if you can find a good place that has takoyaki, oh my god, it's one of the top tier foods. I'm going to put that just off to the side a little bit more so that we get a better camera angle here. So we got one, and then increase here. Nice. Okay, so that's like the tip of the ear. Next we will increase it up again to 9. Okay. One, 2, and 3. All right. 2 and 3. Okay. So there's the tip of our ear. And we're gonna go got it. Okay. 1, 2, we need our red. Ugh. Increase. Nice. So Amy does this thing here in the ears where they're basically doing color changes in a way that makes it kind of like variegated. It like it's more slow to change colors basically, and it creates this kind of like pixelated like color change look that helps it blend a little bit better. So that's kind of what she's doing in this round where we're switching colors like that. Kind of see how it looks a little weird right now, but it does kind of blend it in a little bit better. What? I don't know. What? What? All right, thanks for joining, Squiggles. Your name is Fuyu Winter. That's cool. That's a cool name. Ha 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 ha. 1 and then an increase. Okay. And 3. All right, so we've got what, about an hour and a half-ish left. That's not too bad. I think we can do this. I think we can finish this in an hour and a half. I think. I don't know. I've never made it before, so this is my first time doing it. But it feels like the ear, like all these other little bits and bobs are so much less time than the whole body. Although the sewing together part is definitely going to slow us down. So I'm kind of trying to make it all... I want to have all the pieces crocheted by within the next hour. And then that way I can have that last hour for trying to sew everything together. And then if I can finish any earlier than, you know, a 3-hour live stream, that would probably be best. But that's okay. If we can't, we can't. How many rounds am I repeating this? Is it 3? 2 rounds. Okay, so we only need 2 here. And then it's 2 and then increase. Got it. Right. Just about done with this round. There we go. Look at me speedrunning this Finnegan the Fox. I'm going to get the high score on how fast I can crochet one of these foxes. Yeah, same for me, Michelle. Sewing just takes forever. By the way, Michelle, thanks so much for joining our Amigurumi 101 course on Wednesday. I really appreciate it. Everybody that was able to join it. If you want to rewatch it, it is available now on the website at clubcrochet.com. But Michelle was there, and it was really nice because Michelle has been a supporter of Club Crochet for, I think you're within, I think, the top like 2 or 3 people for the longest supporters of Club Crochet, I think. And so I've never actually seen your face before, so it was really nice to see your face on during the Amigurumi 101 Zoom. So there's our thing. We're gonna just go pull that out, and there's our ear. Okay, so we got 2 of these now. Boom, and then we go boom. We got our ears. All right, so these are gonna go on the head, right, like that, right? Something like this. And then another one over here. So we got those done. Next we need to make, I think we need to make the nose. I think it makes a lot of sense to make the nose, because the nose is going to be what helps us figure out where we want to add the eyes. Yeah, I think you are. I think you've been following Club Crochet for one of the longest out of the entire community. And so it was really nice to see you, and it was really nice that to see like you join a beginner crochet, because I know you're not a beginner, and so it meant a lot. And then you had great you showed off your piece that was made. I don't know, I just want you to know, Michelle, that I appreciated you being there. Thank you for being there. Okay, nose. The nose is really tiny, itty bitty, teeny weeny, orange and yellow, or orange and white snout bikini. All right, this is going to be interesting. In the magic loop itself, we want to do 3 red, 2 white. Interesting. Okay, where's the white? Here it is. Yeah, the next one's going to be even more fun and honestly even more chill, I think, Cooper, because the next one, I think I'm going to split it up. Doing the crochet along right after the course, you know, was honestly pretty exhausting. And so I think I'm going to split up our next camp crochet so that the crochet along portion is not directly afterwards, and we either have like some kind of short break, either whether that's like a short break of like an hour or so, or a short break of like a day, and then we continue it the next day. I'm kind of thinking the second one. I think it'd be nice to do like on one day we do the tutorial part, and then on the next day we do a more of a crochet along portion. Okay. That's my current thoughts, but I need to get more feedback on how the camp crochet went and stuff still, so we'll see. Yes, you have also been here for quite a long time, Lizzie. Yeah, you were back in the days of making the... Oh, oopsies, I pulled through the wrong color. You were back in the days of making the Monster Mondays, I think, right? Back in the Louis Loops days, when I was more doing Louis Loops stuff, I think. Am I right in saying that, Lizzie? So I used to do these things called Monster Mondays, which, honestly, I need to bring it back. Oh, gosh, I totally messed up this part. Let me try this again. Oh, I see how I messed this up. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Boom. Like this. And then we flip it under that. So I used to do these things called Monster Mondays, where I would crochet a creature or critter or whatever that I would draw the week before. And they were so much fun. And I totally dropped the ball there. I kind of stopped doing them for a while. You know, ever since I really started Club Crochet. And so I really want to bring those back eventually. I actually had big goals to do that this year, but it just didn't work out. And then increase that one. Increase, right? 1, 2, increase, 1, 2, increase. No, increase, then single, increase, single, No. Got it. One round of just singles. I see now. I see now. I'm confusing myself. The snout is a little bit more difficult because there's a lot of color changes in this. We chose like the hardest pattern in this book. How did I mess this up? 1, 2, 3. Where's the increase? Oh, I am around early. Okay. Yeah, no, we're doing fine. 1 increase there. And then 1 like that. Then we change to white. And then we do increase first. Complicated. All right, there we go. Not in a bad way. Just a little complicated. And then, you know, we're going to keep crocheting around our red. So we're going to change back to it anyhow. I was going to cut it, but that would have been silly. 1. And then we change back over. Boom. Okay. Look at that. That's coming together. You can see the... Right? You can see what I'm doing. Movie nights were fun too. Yes, I totally need to bring back the movie nights. You're totally right. I actually want to do movie nights and book club. I want to bring back the book and hook club. Anybody interested in that? Let me ask. Let's ask the chat. This is a good question for the chat. What live stream events would you like? Okay, so all right, do you want to see me do like which of those 3 things that I brought up there sound the most exciting to you? Monster Mondays, where I draw a monster and we crochet it live together. The Book and Hook Club, where we crochet. It's a book club, and we crochet while we're listening to an audiobook. Or movie night, where we crochet while we're watching a movie. Let me know in the chat. Honestly, I think I'll probably bring back all of them eventually, but I don't know when. Will I ever revisit Loop and Pearl? Yes, definitely. Jules and I had plans on that this year too, but we just weren't able to make it happen. We definitely want to bring it back though. So our idea for bringing the Loop and Pearl podcast back is to kind of change what it is a little bit more, where it's instead of being like kind of it's going to be more like episodes of it, where it won't be just it'll be like episodes on a specific topic. They'll be a little bit more planned out than they were before, where last time the podcast was kind of like you know, what are the projects we're working on, let's talk about this, and we just kind of like improvised, and they were fun. We definitely will still have that kind of stuff going on in it, but our plan was more to have a little bit more planned out, where it was kind of a show a little bit, where we had like skits and sketches. That's what we were thinking, but it just kind of fell through. We never finished it up. To be fair, Monster Mondays probably won't be on Monday. Just realistically, just because Mondays are tough for me too. And Mondays are tough to join in general, I think. Okay, let's see. Increase single, increase single. Okay. Last round here of the snout. 1, 2. Single. Increase. Okay. I think we can cut the red here. And then, Because this is the last round for it, yeah. Oh, I was supposed to leave that long. That's okay, I can use this inside one for that. Oopsies, should have read. This is why the Book and Hook Club would be nice. Teach me how to read again. Except for we don't read during it. Alright. There we go. There's our snout. And then this goes right there. Like that. And then we're gonna embroider on black over the tip of that nose. Yeah. Okay. So we'll cut this. Pull that through. And there's our snout. Okay, so now we've got our snout made. We got our ears made. I think that's everything we need to actually attach the face to our piece. And then she wants us to use black felt for the nose, but I think we're just going to use black yarn instead, which we'll embroider on afterwards. All right, now where do we add the face? I'd like to add the face now. Assembly, okay. One stitch away from the snout. Okay, cool. And we can add this. We'll add the nostril after. I mean, the nose itself after we've sewn it on. Okay. Cool. So we're going to sew this onto here, and then we can add our eyes, then we can sew on our ears, then we can continue on the body. Sounds like a plan. Stan. Hey, anybody watch the new Paper show? It's like a continuation of like, oh, Spoonie Stitcher, hello, how are you? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, welcome to the chat. Spoonie Stitcher's here. Hope you're having a good week. How have you been feeling? How's everything been for you? All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to start by sewing on the white portion of the snout, which I think we're just going to make it go like, we want it in the middle, right? So 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches away. Is that too much? No, I think that'll be good. I'm gonna go all the way over. So 1, 2, 5 like that. So that's even. Cool. We'll do it like that. We're trying something a little weird here. Into that stitch, out of this one. So how many stitches do I have to work with here? We can't forget to sew. We can't forget to stuff this nose as we go, by the way. And I know it looks a little like off center. I think that Curious Papaya uses the like X single crochet. So the color changes aren't totally lining up exactly the way I want them to right now, but that's okay. I can fix that. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is what we got to work with. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Okay. We'll make that work. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Into there, out of where we started. All right, so the white portion is now sewn on. There we go. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to cover up the color change difference right there, just so that it looks, because we didn't do the crochet the same way. That's okay. It won't be a problem. Let's go into the body. I'm gonna come out. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to work with. If we did it from the same one, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to work with. That actually works. We'll just do that. It's not a lot of yarn because I cut the yarn close because I'm a ding dong. I'm just a ding... Me? Who be? I'm just a bit of a ding dog is all. This is... I totally get why this is reminding you of Angry Birds. It is definitely, especially with the beak here, giving Angry Birds vibes. I feel ya. Okay, before I continue there, let's stuff that up a little bit. The nose, I don't need to worry about too much, like the actual nose itself. We'll add that in a second. But it would be nice to have it a little stuffed right now. We'll use this extra red yarn as stuffing. That's actually a bad idea. We're going to use regular stuffing. Because the yarn might actually poke through as we're adding our nose. So I think it might be better to just do real stuffing there. 1, 2. Nice. Okay, and we got 1 here. And then I'm going to go all the way over. You know what? No, we'll just do it into this one. Like that. Oops. Sewing it on with a little... Look how tiny this end is, because I'm a doofus. Making myself have a hard crochet time, but there we go. Boom. Okay, let's see. I think that looks pretty good. Once we add the little nose there, it'll kind of fix that color change bit. We'll just really cover it up as much as we can with black so that it doesn't look so crooked, because I don't know, maybe I sewed it on crooked or probably just crocheted it a little crooked. Okay, let's double knot these. And then let's go ahead and add our nostril, and then we can add our eyes. And I think the eyes are going to really help us visualize what we're working on here a little bit better. Which is why I kind of switched gears to add the nose. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and embroider on a little nose really quick, and then we'll add our eyes in. I think we're going to use pretty big eyes here. Maybe not that big, maybe like 10 millimeter. We'll try that, and we'll see how that goes. Okay. So I'm going to come out from the inside, and then we'll go up. Yeah, as to not make it crooked, I'm going to go straight into the side here, where it automatically looks like it's going to be the side, and then I'm going to try to cover as much as I can. So we're going to go over that, and then we'll just repeat over and over till it covers up these color changes so it looks more centered. Because I think I kind of goofed up somewhere. Like that. One, two. Okay. Maybe I should have went to that one. Whatever. They might have a little bit of a crooked nose, but maybe that'll just be cute. Look like Jimbo just about to sneeze. Oh my gosh, he was so sneezy this week. My cat has been just the sneeziest little boy this week. Poor guy. Let's see if I can do this one more time. That. Okay. back into the body. All right, that's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. I kind of wish I sewed it on over to that one, but I was afraid it was going to look crooked. Which it kind of looks crooked. But that's okay. I think that's just on me. Okay. Oh. You're hanging in there, taking care of your mom best you can. Yeah, it's been rough. Oh, well, I hope things get better. Yeah, we're thinking about you, Spoony Stitcher. Thanks for the update. Good luck. Seriously. Okay. Well, there's our nose. Let's go ahead and add some eyes. Let's try these ones. I think, yeah, these are 10. We'll try these ones. Let's see how that looks. So they say just, Amy says just one stitch away, so there, and that would just be like right, maybe right there. Hey, dang, that looks really cute. Should we do it higher up though on the face? Well, the ears are gonna be like this. Actually, no, I think that is pretty good. I mean, we could go up to here. I don't know why, but I feel like lower here is a little bit cuter. But maybe it'll make him look down, you know, because like it'll be like it's sewn on like that. That's like a big, he's got like a 5 head. Yeah, we'll go one stitch up. Ooh, yes, I might be in. You know what? I think I saw an email from you and I totally didn't even respond. I'm so sorry about that, Spoony Stitcher. Yes, can you actually just reach out to me? I'm definitely interested. Just go ahead and reply to that last email, and I'll try to get it worked on. I'll try to get you a response today. I like that spot more. Yeah, here. So it's like right there. So it's a little bit higher up on the face. Okay, that's where I think things are gonna go. It looks really cute. What did the fox say? Oh, hold on. How do I say fox in Japanese? I know this because it's like a spirit. It's kansai? No. Oh, how do I say fox? I feel like I definitely know how to do that. I can't remember. Should we add eyebrows? Nah, I don't think we need eyebrows. And ears sewn on afterwards? Or now? I think we'll sew on the ears. You know, we're going to sew on the ears later when it's all stuffed up. I think it's going to be a little easier to sew on the ears then. So we're going to save the ears for later. All right, let's keep crocheting and get back to our body. We've added our nose now. Okay. Oh, all right. Where was I? Where am I? Who am I? What year is it? Huh. What? Huh. All right, we are on to that round. We want to do only working in the back loops. We want to go 1. And then a decrease. And we're going to do normal decreases, what she says. So we're just going to do single crochet 2 togethers. 2 togethers. All right. The fox is silently judging. Oh no, you redacted it. What? Oh, I missed it. Kitsune, that's what it is. Kitsune. I knew it too. I was like, I know how to write fox. I just can't remember it. Arigato gozaimasu. Okay. Just a few more stitches here. There we go. All right. Now I think we need to stuff up the head a little bit before we continue on our last round. So before I continue that last round, let's go ahead and get a little bit of stuffing in this head. That way we can at least make sure that it's in the cheeks and then the top of the head. Fox said, thanks for inviting me to Australia so I can eat all the native creatures. That's like the possums in New Zealand. In New Zealand, they have like a possum infestation because of Australia brought possums over, and they've eaten like all their, they've totally decimated a bunch of the wildlife in New Zealand because they don't have any natural predators in New Zealand, like any natural predators. Everything is birds or like the littlest mammals that aren't there to hurt anything. And so when possum comes, and they're so cute, and they just ruin everything. All right, let's do a little bit more stuffing right now. What did the fox... Wait, what was it? What does a fox call a rabbit? Fast food. Oh, my. Ocean! Haiti. Hi. How are you? Ooh, okay, let's see if we can help. Crochet Queen wants to know what the name of the stitch that they're working on is called. Well, there's a few ways we can figure this out. You can try to tell us the steps in the chat, or you can send us a picture of the project, or you can just let us guess. I'm going to guess that it's a double crochet that you're working with, because that's usually what you're making when you're making blankets, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Try to explain it as best you can in the chat. Okay, cool. I know what to do here. Okay. One more. All right. Cut this. And let's sew our fox's head closed. Here, I'll go ahead and pull a stitch marker out. We need to stuff it a little bit more, and then we can sew it closed. Yeah, I actually have a ball of yarn somewhere here that's made out of Australian possum felt. Because they were like, please buy this. I know you don't have any possum yarn. And I was like, I do not have any possum yarn. I'll take it. And they have to exterminate as many possums as they can. It's kind of wild there. Okay, so Crochet Queen says you start off with chain 10, and then the first row you single crochet in the second. You single crochet in the first row. In the second row you single crochet and then double crochet in the same space, but it's the second space from your hook. So you're basically making like a bit of a wave kind of technique there, Crochet Queen. I've actually done that before, and I actually think I might have a tutorial somewhere even for that. Yeah, I think that I don't know what the stitch would be called. I don't know what that technique would be called or what. Hey, Abigail, how are you? Yeah, I'm not sure. If anybody knows what Ah, there we go. Zoe thinks maybe it's the lemon peel stitch. Okay, we have one person in the chat giving suggestions. Okay, the internet says it might be the Suzette stitch. Never heard of that either. I need to do like a whole like deep dive on different kinds of stitches on the website. That'd be really cool. Okay. There is the fox's face stuffed up. It's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead. I'm going to sew this closed. And then we can get going on the body. We are at 5 p.m. So we have 1 hour left to try to finish this fox up. 1, 2. We're going to do it like this way. I'm happy we've got basically the head made though. I would really like to try to finish this today. I think it's the tail that's really going to slow our roll to a snail's pace, to a fox's pace. Here we go. Pull that closed. I'm going to do my best to try to finish this today. Okay. All right, head is sewn closed. Looking good. Let's go ahead and get going on the body here. Okay. We'll loop through our first stitch right here. Boom. Okay, there we go. 2. How many stitches do we have to work with? I think there's 24. Oh my. 3. 4. We'll just keep working around this tail as long as we can. It's difficult though. Why did the fox go to the bank to borrow some money? Oh my gosh. Amber, are you coming up with these? Are you finding these on the internet somewhere? Ah, yes, it might be the chevron stitch. That sounds like something I've seen before. Hey, again, if you want to enter today's giveaway, you can find it on either me or Amy's Instagram accounts. You can find Club Crochets at Club Crochet, or you can find Amy's Instagram at Curious Papaya. Either way, there's a link actually in the description for that. But either way, that is where you're going to go to enter today's giveaway, which we are giving away a copy of Amy's book today if you want to try to win. The winner will be chosen randomly on Sunday. So we're not going to be announcing a winner on today's live stream, but you can enter. All right, thank you, Spoony Stitcher. I will let you know. I have a feeling I'm going to be exhausted after today's live stream, so expect to hear from me tomorrow. Or like later tonight. Long live streams like this, I mean, I love doing it, but I kind of give it my all, you know? I'm kind of like putting all my energy of today into today's live stream. Who lives furthest in the chat? Ooh, what a great question. Okay, don't give us actual addresses, but give us where-ish your... My Instagram link is wrong. Really? The one in the description? This link is wrong? Let me look. Works for me. Okay, I'm almost done with this round. This round is actually pretty difficult because of these front loops. So I need to finish this round up and count my stitches to make sure I got, I believe I'm supposed to have 24. Let's find out. Okay. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I have 25. I'm not supposed to have 25. No, I'm definitely not. Let's count that backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 24, 25. Did I put an increase somewhere where I shouldn't have? No? Okay. Whatever. I can fix this. I don't know where I Oh, that's where I messed up. I pulled through a loop before a loop. Okay, I'm just going to do a decrease in our first stitch to get started. To line ourselves up a little bit better. Yeah, we'll just count that as our first single crochet. Cool. One and two. There we go. All right, so that should line us up a little bit better. And then increase here. All right, and then how many times do I do that? Single crochet, increase 3 times. That 12, okay. 1, there's our second. And there's third. Okay. Nice. There we go. So that's going to start to create like more of a back. Looking cute. Looking very cute. All right. Huh. That's really weird that it did send you to a different account. That's so strange to me. Huh. That's okay, Deanna. I can be your friend. Go ahead and tag at Louise Loops, Deanna. You can totally tag me. And that goes the same for anybody in the chat. If you don't know who to tag to enter the giveaway, just tag me. I'll be your friend today. I'll be your friend today. 12 singles. Okay. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 10, and 12. Zoe's like, I offer as tribute. 12, single increase 3 times, okay. All right. I think we are in the last leg of our crocheting. Not literally, because we haven't even made any of the legs yet. But the body is really coming together here. It's only actually like a few more rounds. Yeah. All right, we're going up to 36 now, though. So I'm just going to keep powering through this. Oh, yes, we were talking about where people are. Amber is all the way in Alabama. Alabama. I know we got a few Canadians in the chat today. I think Zoe currently is the furthest in Canada. I'm sure we have some people from Europe in here. Any Europeans in the chat today? Fuyu, I think, is in Japan. I don't know if they are currently in Japan or not. But maybe. And then 12 after this, right? So it's 1, 2. 2 increase, 2 increase, 2 increase, and then 12. And then we do that again. 4. 8. Okay, and then we just do 2 increase to the end. Ottawa! Michelle is in Florida! Kaylin's in Ontario! Wow, Kaylin and Zoe, you guys need to hang out. You guys are like... You probably live so close to each other. It's funny. There we go. Okay. Body is bodying. Body, yaddy, yaddy. Look at that. Look at this. His little body's coming out from the back. I like it. Very cute. All right. Back cracking. Nope. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I'm crack backing. All right. Now I've got 4 rounds of just single crochets. Here we go. Speed run. It is 5:02. Let's see how long 4 rounds of 36 stitches takes us. Speed run. Launch. Thank you so much, Ocean. It is coming along great. I agree. I think it's starting to actually look like a fox now. It'll definitely look like a fox once I get those ears sewn on. Once we finish our body here, I'll sew on some ears, and then we can work on legs, tail, and then I think our finishing touch is going to be fuzz on the chest. I think that'll be our finishing touch today. Originally I was like, oh, maybe I can finish this fast enough to kind of Halloweenify it and put like a Halloween hat on it. And then I was like, we got started and I was like, there's no way that's happening. There's no way. This is going to be too long of a live stream. Oh no, our speed run's taking a hit. We made a mess. We made a mistake. A mistake. If you... Here's a tip for everyone out there. If you take a tri-tip, a piece of tri-tip, you cook it really well. You don't need to cook it that well, but if you cook it like medium rare, maybe even medium, and then what you can do with it is you take it and you put it into a blender and you blend it up really, really well. You might need a strong blender for that. And then you can put it into a spray bottle. I know, it sounds crazy, but bear with me. So you put it into a spray bottle, and then what you can do with that is you can spray it on someone's face, and then what you have there is a missed steak. A mistake. Why am I the way that I am? I don't know. I blame my parents. Joke time from Amber. Amber says, why did the fox become a photographer? Well, because he wanted to capture portraits. Portraits. Oh boy, oh. Oh boy, oh. Okay, chat. Which joke was worst? Was it mistake or was it the portraits? I think actually portraits was probably a better one. Why did the crochet hook break up with the yarn? Because it felt like it was just being strung along. Oh, I love it. That's great. I'm sorry. How many repeats am I doing here? 4? Yes, 4. Okay. I wonder if anybody what you what you guys were thinking when I was setting up that mistake joke. Someone's like, maybe he's got maybe he's going somewhere with this. No. No. What is a vampire's favorite citrus? Blood orange. Of course it's blood orange. Do you think that, like, if I ate a bunch of garlic, do you think that a vampire would, like, take a bite out of me and be like, ugh, ugh, tastes terrible? Or do you think it'd straight up die? Or would it not even matter? Oof. Yes. Oh, Crochet Queen, you rock. Okay, Crochet Queen has a really, really important thing for everybody to do right now. And that's to double tap the screen right now, especially if you're watching on mobile, because if you double tap on a desktop, it ain't going to work. But if you double tap on mobile right now, it'll like this video. Go ahead and give this video a like if you haven't already. That would be cool. All right, nearly done with our 4 stitches here. Took about 5-ish minutes. Probably a little longer by the time we get to done with this round. But we're doing pretty good. I think we only have a couple more rounds left to go. And then we can make our little bits and bops to sew on. We probably should start by sewing on the ears, and then we can move on to the legs. The legs are pretty small, so I think they'll be pretty easy for us to sew on, too. Okay. My upper arm is feeling the burn, though. All right. All right. And this is the last stitch right there. Okay. Look at that. That looks pretty good. Looking good. Looking cute. Okay. Next round. We're decreasing it down in a weird way. I'm going to use a little tiny stitch marker here just because it might be hard to tell where the end of this round is by the end of it. If it's an Italian vampire, I'd be well seasoned. Perfect. Excellent. 2, 1, 2. That's our second repeat of this. So I don't usually watch SNL very much. Sometimes I do. But tomorrow's SNL is going to have Amy Poehler on it, and I'm excited about that. I quite like Amy Poehler. I think she's a very funny person. And I'm excited to see what they do. Also, there's a new cast member this season on that was like a Dropout person. Like he's on that show Dropout, or that channel Dropout every now and then. And so it's cool to see him on there. Me and Jules watch a lot of Dropout. Have you guys seen Dropout? Have you watched it? It's a streaming service that has like a bunch of improv and just fun shows on it. I highly recommend it. I'm sure some of you guys have seen at least some of the shows, like Very Important People or Game Changer. Game Changer is so good. Honestly, everything on there is so good. Highly recommended. If you haven't heard of Dropout, go check it out. Highly recommended. Okay. Round of single crochets. Easy enough. Book and Hook Club. You want another Book and Hook Club? Heck yes, Amber. Glad you said that. Cooper, if you don't have a subscription, give you my login. I can give you my login if you want. I don't mind. They're happy with account sharing, so I'm fine with account sharing with you. It is a top tier subscription service, truly one of the best. All right, then after this round, I think we're just decreasing it down. 3 and then a decrease. Yep, okay. Can we finish the body before 5:30 is the question on everyone's minds. I'm going to say yes, we can. I think we can definitely finish this part before 5:30. I don't know about the sewing the arms and the legs and stuff on, but we can finish the crocheting portion here, I think, by that time. Let's find out. Decrease. Did I drink all my coffee? Oh, I hope I didn't. We're going to find out. What happens in Book and Hook Club? In Book and Hook Club, we will crochet something and listen to an audiobook simultaneously. And then we'll just kind of keep doing that. It'll be like a series of times when we'll crochet together and listen to a audiobook at the same time. Did I drink all my coffee? No, I have a sip left. Ain't that just the way? Wow. I even left myself one more sip for later when I forget that I have one more sip. Okay. Decrease 1. Oh, I split the yarn. That's what I get for using Lily Sugar and Cream. This yarn can be pretty splitty. I'm actually kind of surprised it's taken till now till I really split the yarn. 1. Okay. Oh, whatever. I made a mistake back there, but that's okay. It does not matter. All right. Let's stuff our little fella up, and we can continue on to our last round. Okay, cool. Cool, easy enough. Yes, what Cooper said, it is our last chance to get a design level membership at a discounted price. Get it while you can. And then Zoe says, you hit that link. It is true. It is true. If you're not a Club Crochet member yet, why not? It is your last chance to get that sweet, sweet deal. Unless you don't want to pay for that sweet, sweet deal and you want to pay the full price, which would be nice too. I mean, I'm not gonna complain if you want to pay a full price. You go for it. But if you want that discounted price, it is now or never. You'll get grandfathered in at that cheaper cost. It'll cost as much as a pattern membership to get a designer level membership. And you get a whole bunch of perks for being a designer membership. The main one, you get unlimited access to the website. So all the patterns on clubcrochet.com, you'll get access to all of them for only $5.99 every month. It's a lot. It's a big deal. You also get designer level tutorials. We're doing our first Camp Crochet That's Designer tutorial on October 22nd. We're going to do a deep dive into bobble stitches, which I'm very excited about. We're going to talk about all different kinds of bobble stitches, the difference between bobble stitches and other kinds of stitches, some specialty bobble stitches, ones that I invented. So a couple of Louis Loops original stitches, which will be pretty fun to learn. We'll learn about color changes in bobble stitches. We'll learn about different ways to use bobble stitches. All right, you want to cut this. I'm just going to pull this all the way out. And we have our body. Body, yaddy, yaddy. Now we just need to sew it closed. Probably stuff it a little bit more too. And then we can start working on all of our pieces to sew together. We just have a few pieces to make. I mean, obviously we got the ears that we need to connect. But then we also have to make 4 legs, but the legs are really tiny. The harder one is going to be the tail, I think. But we'll find out. I think we need a little bit more stuffing than that. Yeah, it's more than 50% off for the designer membership today. It will... I don't think I'll ever make it that cheap again, by the way. So it is like kind of your last chance to get it that cost. Like ever. And if you do sign up for it at that cost, you'll be like permanently paying that cost. You won't have to unless you cancel your account. But you won't get like charged more just randomly. It's going to stay at that cost. Which is why it's such a big deal right now. I should be making it more of a big deal and talking about it more, but I haven't been. Because I got a whole bunch of things on my plate. Alright, let's see if we can sew this closed. Shwink. Pretty good. Into the body, yaddy yaddy. Out the backy, yaki yaki. Alright. Looking cute. Okay. Cut that close. Hey, look, we finished that well before 5:30. That's perfect. That gives us enough time, hopefully, for all the little bits and bops that we need to add to this. Let's start by sewing on our ears before we get back to a crocheting portion. So let's get our ears sewn on here. So we're going to have 2 bits here. Let's start by threading... Actually, you know what? We don't really need to use both these ends. We can just stuff that one in. Yeah, I think that's better anyhow. Alright, so where do we want the first one? Like that, right? Yeah, for sure. Just like that. Let's see, do I have pins that I could use to help figure this out? One, two... And here's a couple more. All right. I think that looks really good as far as like placement goes. I don't usually do this, but I think it'll save us some effort a little later if I pin down some portions of it now. Under this stitch here. Yeah. Okay. Looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and sew that ear on. And then we'll just try to make the other one match it best we can later. I procrastinate a lot. Me too. I procrastinate so much. Alright, this stitch, and then we'll come out here to start us off. Okay. Yeah, we'll start like that. Okay. I'm going to do my best sewing this on. I have a really hard time reading the chat while I'm sewing pieces on, by the way. So if you have questions, I'll do my best. But, you know, honestly, no promises that I'll get to them. Just because it's really difficult to do this It's really difficult to sew something on and like not look at what I'm working on. Basically, I can crochet that way, but I have a really hard time sewing on that way. So as to not have to go back and redo everything, we're gonna try to do our best to focus here. Famous last words. Me focusing. Wow. Ain't that a novel idea? Ain't that a novel idea? Speaking of novel, our Heather, who is the person that helps answer all of the contact emails. So if you emailed contact@clubcrochet.com, you probably hear from Heather. She's working on a new book. She got her book. She found a publisher for her first book, which is very, very exciting. And she asked yesterday, can I crochet something for it when it comes out in February? And I'm like, da-doy. So we're going to be working on something for that eventually also. So I'm very excited about that. And I told her, oh my gosh, we should totally do a book and hook club for that. So all this book and hook club talk might actually come into fruition with a book from someone from our community. Someone from the actual team. How exciting is that? I think that's pretty exciting. It's going to be a while till the book's out. But still, it's just good to know ahead of time. Hey, look at that. This ear is looking great already. Wow, I'm loving it. Okay. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I got attacked by a sneeze for making the McDonald's theme. Honestly deserved. Let's go into this stitch. Huh? I sneezed. My sneeze is too big. My spoon is too big. I am a banana. Anybody know what I'm referencing? Alright, this one I'm just going to go in the corner of them. That. The next stitch here. Nice. Looking very good. Yes, I'm loving that ear. Ooh. I suggest here's my suggestion, Deanna. Stop doing Woobles kits. They're a waste of your money. Oops. Did I say that out loud? I did. We're not a fan of the Woobles here. Personally. If you want all the lore behind why we don't like them, well, maybe someone else in the chat can talk about it so I don't get all worked up. Okay, do I need to stuff this at all? I don't think I do. The ears? I think we can get away without stuffing them. I mean, I guess we could. We could stuff it. Yeah, alright, we can... Yeah, we'll stuff it a little bit. Oh my gosh, can I tell you something I found out the other day? About them? They're literally gonna be one of the like rewards for the McDonald's Monopoly like game this year. It's one of the awards is literally a Woobles kit, and it's like, oh cool. So you've actually become the McDonald's of crochet now. Cool, cool. Except you're way too expensive to be that. They're like, here's a $50 crochet kit to make one item. Okay, sorry. I'll get off of this. I'll get off of this before we start getting grumpy Louie. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, and then 2, 3 will be at the top there. One here, one here. Yeah, I know, right? I agree, Zoe. Ew. That's exactly what I commented, and someone said, why ew? And I was like, you know what? Not worth it. Not worth it. I'm not going to get into this. It's gross. There we go. Nice. Hey. One ear is sewn on. Oh, that looks so cute too. Wow, I love that. Okay. Can we try to replicate this ear as best we can on the other side? This is our goal. Yeah, I think we can get this as... I crocheted this one way tighter. Okay. Did I mess up with it? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I think I messed up this year. I think I messed up this. 1, 2. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, we're good. We're good. It just looks bigger because I crocheted it looser. Thank you! Crochet with Lulu! I'm a Lulu. How you doing? Thanks for joining. Alright, let's pin this one on like we did our first one, just so like everything stays where we want it to be. Why does this one not... This one doesn't want to do what our first one... This one doesn't want... This ear's going to look a little bit tinier. Just barely, though. It's not that bad. Okay. So top part, we want... This one, we want right there. Right? Yes. Okay, so that's the first step. We definitely want that there. My phone dying? Yeah. One moment, please. I knew that was going to happen. Come on. Okay, we good? Hold on, I need to check this from the back. Okay. Alright, we're good. Back to it. This goes there, this goes there. That one lines up with the eye. You know what? We're just going to go ahead. I'm just going to thread this one in right now and sew this part in so it stays. And then we'll keep doing the rest of it. We'll pin the rest of it later in a second. You know what? How many stitches was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stitches away. 1, 2, 3. 9 would be right there. You know, I'm just going to go up to this one. And we'll go up to this one. And we'll do this. This one and then this one. Let's try that. So that goes like that. There we go. And that'll just kind of like hold our ear in place for a second as we continue, as we pin some pieces down. Maybe make our life a little easier. Let's see. Boink, right there. This one. Go back here. That. And we'll go with this one. Back here. That. You know what? I actually think this part can go up one stitch more like that. Okay, that'll be a good, I think that's a good spots for sewing on. Let's go ahead and just get this going then. You love the Grinch when I combed it out? You know, we'll probably actually make another, I have a feeling we'll make another Grinch. I just updated the pattern actually this week. I've been meaning to do in like our emails, I've been meaning to do like updates. Like, oh, here's an update on the website just so you know. Like, I updated this pattern and I fixed this PDF and this thing was broken. I've been meaning to do that, but I kind of totally didn't because, oops. But one of the things that I updated this week, someone reached out and they were like, hey, this pattern's broken, this pattern's broken, this pattern's broken, this pattern's broken. I was like, okay, fixing all that stuff. So if you're ever on Club Crochet website and you have like a difficulty with a certain pattern, then, or like something's broken, anything really, just let me know. Email me. You can reach me at louis@clubcrochet.com and let me know, and I'll do my best to fix it. Obviously, I don't want anything broken on my website, so. But I don't know. Some things like the Grinch pattern, like never would have known if no one told me. Because until I went to like go crochet it myself. But even when I went to go crochet it, I wouldn't download the PDF because I have my designer account, so I can like see the written instructions on the website. So I wouldn't even use it that way. So I probably wouldn't even noticed it. So anyhow, yeah, if you ever find something, let me know. If you see something, say something. Basically. How's this looking? Yeah, I'm liking this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Whew. Okay. Oh, really? Ooh, Crazy Town. Crazy Town, they said they just knocked out your website? You get a critical error? Huh. Club Crochet's website or Curious Papaya? Where did you find that? Like, what happened? Can you send me an email with a screenshot? You can reach me at louis@clubcrochet.com and I can do my best to figure out what happened or fix it, obviously, if I can. I'm gonna go through this actually half stitch first. That. Because that obviously shouldn't be happening, so. Club Crochet site? Okay. You just went to clubcrochet.com and you got a critical error? Is that what you mean? There we go. Look at that. Look at them ears. This guy's looking cute. Yeah, I can't really do much about it right now, but I totally want to know what's wrong. Have you tried it again, Crazy Town? Has anybody else been trying it? Anybody else in the chat? Let me know if anybody can reach the website right now. If something's like actually critically broken or what. Or if it might just be... Okay, Twiz is reaching the website, no problem. It might be on your end, Crazy Town. It might be like your Wi-Fi or something. I don't know. I mean, that feels like a weird reason, but it might be. I don't really know. You know, without seeing it, I can't really tell you what's wrong. So, yeah, if you can do it like a screen record and then email me, that would probably be the best way to provide like actual, you know, things that I can work with, but yes, so you are the only one that does not procrastinate because I definitely procrastinate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, I think this is good. Once these ears are sewn on, it's going to be, hopefully, all downhill from there. How many stitches do I have left? I'm going to go through the middle of this one. Okay, thank you. All right, how many stitches? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, we can just make it go straight across this last row. I think. Yeah, I don't think that'll look weird. Hopefully. Two. All right, last stitch. All right, let's hide this end in to the other end so we can double knot it. Find that, jeez. There we go. That's hard to do. Okay. Ooh, you want a camp crochet about sewing? Okay. Hey, that's a great suggestion, Michelle. I'll add that to the list for sure. I can totally make that happen. Look at that. Oh my gosh. This is so cute. Okay. We are almost done. Well, kinda. I said I wanted to be done by 6. There's probably not gonna happen. But we can make it as close to 6 as possible. So I'll go a little quicker now. All right. So we got the ears. Let's do... Oh my gosh, he sits up and everything. How great is that? All right. Next up, we need to make all of our legs. Yeah. So we got 2 front legs, 2 back legs. So let's grab our brown yarn and a red. These are actually pretty small, so it shouldn't be too hard to do. Should be a relatively quick addition here. I'm going to crochet pretty loose here to make our life easier. 3, 4, 5. Oh, she wants us to sew this closed too. Interesting. I know I look like I'm in the weirdest position ever, but it's because I'm trying to like read a book at the same time. 4. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh. There we go. Yeah, I'd rather you not do too much self-promo. Is your channel just Crochet Queen? Is that your channel? Because you can just go to your channel from... Yeah, I can see your channel right now. So all we need to do is click your account. You don't even need to say anything on there. Like, you don't need to put a... Because a link won't work anyhow. The only people that can post links are Cooper and Cooper and Zoe. Or Zoe. I want to call you Zoe. Jeez, what is up with me? All right. What is this? 2002? I called Zoe like forever in the beginning. And I kept forgetting. But then I remembered. Okay, wait, is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is right here. One round of singles, and then we increase it up. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh no. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. There we go. Nice. Cool. 3, 4. Oh, never mind. I messed it up again. That's okay. Whatever. Too late. It's happened. All right. And then last round, this is going to be the front legs. So last round of the front legs is an increase first. Okay. Two, 4, and 5. Okay. Now I just cut it and I sew it closed, and then this gets sewn. Yeah, this fully gets sewn closed, so it just gets like basically attached to the front like that. It's pretty easy. Okay, cool. 1 down, 3 to go. Zoe forgave me and then retracted it and then forgave me again. Well, that's very nice of you. All right. Okay. And then how does she want us to sew this closed? How are we going to do that? I mean, I know how I'm going to do that, but how am I going to attach this? After sewing it closed, I wonder out loud. We'll figure it out. It won't be that hard, right? There we go. That. Pull that tight. All right, so this will go like that. We'll go sewn on like right like that, and I'll just try to sew it in best I can with the rest of these stitches. And then the back ones, I don't know how the back ones are going to be shaped on, but we'll figure it out. Okay. Let's make another one of those legs. Another gam. I'm going to stop throwing the yarn on the ground. Making my life harder. One. Let's time this. 2, 3, 5. Now that I know how to make one too. One, 2, 3, 4. 5. 1, 2. Oh, there it goes. Fell to the ground. 3. Spooky, scary skeletons. Sounds like the ghost songs. You guys heard those ghost songs? They're like from a guy. His name is like, I think his name is like Zhao, maybe? I can't remember what the... Lou. His name is Lou. Lou something. Anyhow, he put every October he does another ghost song, and they're so cute. And he just did one a couple days ago. I don't know. Check him out. I like him. Okay, last round for our second gam. Or hey, 2, maybe 3 minutes per gam ain't that bad. Okay. Hide this yarn in there. And then we just gotta make our back legs. And then we can make our tail. I love the friendly talk in the... I love how everybody's so nice in the Club Crochet community. I just love that. It's so great. We have such a good community here. Everybody's so cool. Okay, pull that closed. And there's our second leg. Nice. Okay. Legs, front legs made. I think the back legs are even smaller. Yeah, they're way smaller. Wow, these are, oh my gosh. The back legs are like 4 rounds only. Okay. 2 in brown, 1 red, and then decrease it down. Okay, you got it. And then how do the back legs get sewn on? Okay, so they get sewn on like kind of the bottom of them. And then the leg, and then the tail is the last part. Cool, guys. We're definitely in our last bit here. Louis Zhang. That's it, Louis Zhang. Hey, look at me knowing, like that's pretty good. That was pretty good. That's pretty close. All right, 2 back legs coming up. I sound like a chef. Yes, chef. 2 back legs, yes, chef. One. Oh, wait, let's get that music going, too. A little louder. That's nice. Maybe a little lower. Nice. Okay. Five. Bum, 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 bum. Bing. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Is this from Super Mario Sunshine or is this Yoshi? I think this is a Yoshi song. Extra credit to the person that knows. Made a bit of mess of that. Made a bit of a mess. Gonna have to clean that up. We're just gonna have to clean that up later. That's okay, we can clean that up later. Ah. Fix that. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And then we just decrease twice. And then single crochet. Cool. One. This is a wild. I've never seen crochet get so tiny here. 3 stitches in the last round is so tiny. I can't even get in that last stitch. That's hard. That's like really difficult. Okay, wait. There we go. Just gonna have to fix that tension after pulling it through. Boom. Look at that itty bitty leg. Okay. Let's go ahead and make another one of these. Oh wait, I gotta sew it closed. I barely even need to sew it closed though. It's essentially sewn closed by just decreasing it like that. One, 2, 3. Yes, let's hear some good news about your YouTube channel, Crochet Queen. Tell us more. All right, one more tiny itty bitty leg, and then we'll be moving on. Or then we'll sew those on. Then we need to make the tail, sew that on. Then we can add our last part. So I'm thinking we go into 6:30. So we got about half an hour left. Hopefully I can make it quicker than that, but we'll see. 3, 4, 5. We'll find out. I mean, at this point though, we gotta finish it, right? Two, 3. There's 4 and 5. We're just so close, though. You know, I'm gonna use this bit actually. One. 2, 3, 4. Wow, these are teeny bitty, teeny bitty. Look how tiny they are. Okay, itty bitty toes. We're done with brown. We don't need brown no more. Huzzah! We did it. Good job. Perfect. Break the targets. Home run contest. It's decreasing first. Yes. Okay. Whoa, congratulations! Oh, what do we call a fox in a library? Well read. Oh. How... Amber, are you coming up with these? Is this a fox says stitch 626? You bet your bippy it's a fox. Sure is. We are working on a fox from our friend Amy's new book. And we're only a little bit struggling on these back legs. Only a little bit. We're gonna fix it. There we go. We are getting off of this struggle bus and onto the sewing together bus. Completely different bus. Maybe we should make the tail before we sew them all together. What do we think? Yeah, let's do it. We'll make our last crochet part. And then we'll sew it together, and then we got to find some fuzz for our chest fur. So I need to find my needle felt after that, which I don't know where that is, but we'll find it. Okay. Last part to crochet is going to be our tail. Okay. Why does this song give Severance vibes? Anybody else feeling that? You know the show Severance? One, two. Four. And last one right there. Okay. Next round is increasing up to 9. It's probably 1 and then an increase. Yeah. Two and 3. All right. I'm tired of crocheting so tiny. Well, that's too damn bad, isn't it? I'm tired of digging holes, Grandpa. Alright. And after that, it's 12. Okay. Oh, we're so close to being done. Okay. Next round we're increasing up to 18. Got it. Two. Oh my gosh, my cousin is gonna love this. I'm so excited to give it to her. She's gonna be like, oh my gosh, you made this for me? Yes. Okay. Because I was thinking like, oh, what are the things that I haven't given to my cousin? I was like, oh, you know what? I guarantee you I haven't given her a pattern made from someone else's pattern. So I knew I could safely crochet anything from this book and it would be new to her. So I'm excited about that. Because I'm never really sure. You know, I give so many crochet things away, especially with kids in my life. They get so many of my crochet that at a certain point you're like, which one did I give you? I can't remember. Okay, so this one's going to be up to 24 and then 2 rounds of single crochets. Easy enough. Cool. Do I play Animal Crossing? I used to a lot. And Jules used to a lot. And actually, she just picked back up Animal Crossing. Like, I think she's been playing again now. She started a new island. She's been playing for like 23 days or something. And oh my gosh, she got so addicted to it again. But it's kind of cute, so I don't mind. But I haven't played Animal Crossing in quite a long time. My villagers probably hate me now. Do you play Animal Crossing, Stitch? Okay, and then 2 rounds of single crochets here before I start decreasing it down. Jimbo's yowling in the background. I can hear him going, yow, meow. That's what Jimbo always does. What's your island's name, Stitch? And also, what's your favorite villager? Mine is Dom. I love Dom. I think he's so silly. He's a little sheep that wears a rainbow shirt. He was my favorite villager on my island. I wonder if he's still there. I'm never sure because I haven't visited my island again in so long. And they can move out, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure actually. Can they move out without you being there? Whew, okay. Almost done, guys. So after this run, we're decreasing it back down. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, a few more stitches actually. You think Jimbo holds the record for the biggest sneeze by a cat? He could. He absolutely could. And they are... He did... You know what? He shot another booger last night. He's been really boogery recently. I mean, he's always really boogery. But he goes through, like, phases. Like, he gets, like, it's almost like a flare-up, you know? Where it's like, oh, boy. He's getting sneezy. It's that time of the year, and he's getting sneezy again. So I just always need to, like, look out for him. Make sure he gets all his sneezes out. I found a new trick to help him sneeze. Because sometimes he goes like, I need to sneeze so bad, but I can't sneeze. Dad, how do I sneeze? And then my new trick is I'll just cover up one of his nostrils. The one that's not, like, that's not filled with boogers. And then he'll be like, and within, like, 2 seconds he'll sneeze. And then he'll sneeze out a huge booger. And I'm like, there it is. You got it. And so now sometimes I'll hear him come, like, run up to me and be like, Dad. He's like, meow. He does, like, this whiny little meow. That's just very obvious, like, help me get this sneeze out. It's really sweet. Okay, what's after this? We got 2 rounds of singles. Cool. Can do. Hey, Watermelon! We have made some good progress since you were here. Check it out, Watermelon. Huh? Can Animal Crossing be played on mobile devices? There is actually an Animal Crossing game that you can play on your phone. It's called Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, I think. Actually, it might not exist anymore. It might have been discontinued. I'm not sure. Chat, remind me. Let me know. Someone do some Googling. But it used to be able to play on your phone. I'm not sure if they discontinued it or not, though. I know that there's another game called Hello Kitty Island Adventure that has, like, Animal Crossing vibes that you can play on your phone. My friend Nicole is obsessed with that. Pocket Camp is $10 now. Phew. That's a lot of money for an app, I think. I know, right? Isn't he so cute, Watermelon? It's looking really good. All right, next round after this is going to be decreasing it down. Okay, so next round we are decreasing it just a little bit. It is 1. Okay, 1 and then, okay, got it. So 1 here, and then it's 1, 2. Why does this music get so loud? There we go. It's $20 now? Shee! That is way too high. I agree. I think that's pretty ridiculous. For an app especially. How many repeats of that? 4? Four. And then 1 extra single crochet at the end. Okay. 1. Did I mess up somewhere? No. No, we're good. We're good. I think I might have messed up somewhere, but we're still good. All right, let's stuff the tail up. It says to stuff a little bit right now, and then we're going to decrease it down again. Next round is... Wow, 4 rounds after that, huh? Okay, so next round is 5, and then a decrease 2 times. Okay. Five. Decrease. Anything crazy happened while he was gone? Oh my gosh, dude. Watermelon, I'm so glad you asked. The craziest thing happened while you were gone. There was a full-on, just the eyeball of a whale came crashing through the top of this roof. I don't know where, like, how could an eyeball, maybe like fell from, like, I don't know. We were hypothesizing that there was, like, maybe there was a whale that was being, like, transported on an airplane or something. And just, like, its eyeball popped out. I don't know, but it was crazy. So it crashed through. During the live stream, there was dust everywhere. The police came, and it was wild. It was crazy. You really missed it. But we cleaned it all up and got everything back to normal. So, yeah, that's what you missed. That's what you missed. It was crazy, dude. It was wild. It was wild. Biggest eyeball I ever seen. I'm assuming it's probably from a whale. Maybe it was something else, you know. Maybe it was like a kraken eyeball or something. But the FBI came. They took it. I'm guessing they're probably studying it. Maybe it didn't come up from a plane. Maybe it was like something alien related. I don't know. They told me just don't ask any questions about it. So I just kind of like went with it. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta watch the full live streams. Crazy things happen when you look away. It was crazy. See? Yeah, you totally missed it, dude. It was wild. Oh well, you know, you'll see next time. Something. I'm sure something crazy will happen if someone else leaves. All right, how many rounds of single crochets am I supposed to do here? How many rounds am I going to do? 4. How many rounds am I going to do here? I don't know. Sound like the guy from King of the Hill. Now I'm on no damn no never gonna do Super Bowl anymore. No man. What's that guy's name? We got a knot in the yarn, so let's fix that up before we even get to it. How many rounds? 4. Okay. We'll just use this one instead. Boomhauser? I think his name is Boomhauser. All right, good night, Zoe. Thanks for joining. Canadian Thanksgiving weekend. Pray for Zoe. Hail Satan. Rock and roll. Good luck, Zoe. Thanks for joining. Thanks for helping keeping this chat have moderated and having fun. P-shape ya. One, two, three, four. Okay, so this next round we're decreasing it down again, I think. 2 and then a decrease 3 times. Okay. 1, 2, then our decrease here. Okay. Stuff this end back in too. I'll take all these tail ends and stuff them in there. Get rid of them. Wait, I'm sorry. 1, 2, or is it 3 in decrease? 2. Okay, 1, 2, decrease U. All right. 1. Okay. And then 3 more rounds of single crochets, and then we'll decrease it down. Okay. Almost done with the tail here. Then we can finish this guy up. 3. 6. Cool. We're on stitch count. Perfect. Your phone's almost dead. Sorry. I do need to make a stitched book. You're totally right. I was actually in discussion with a publisher not that long ago about that, but we decided on something else, which I'm not going to talk about right now. I'll talk about it later. I'll talk about it another time. But I agree. I think a stitched book does need to be made. I agree with you on that front. Okay. 3. Okay. Last round coming up of crochet. And it's all sewing. Yes, okay. Before I get to that last round, let's go ahead and stuff it up, our tail up as much as we want it to be. I will not spill the tea. The tea will not be spilled on this day. I will spill the tea one day, but it will not be this day. What's my favorite pattern? You betcha it's the goblin. It's absolutely the goblin. Yeah, I love the goblin pattern. The mini one I think is my new favorite, but before that it was the regular goblin. I also love the raptor pattern. It's hard to make, but I really like making it. Exactly, the tea needs to steep before I spill it. Exactly. See, Coop understands. There we go. All right, last round of decreasing. Look at how cute that tail is. Okay, last round of decreasing is just 1 and then decrease 3 times. Then I think, do we sew it closed or do I just sew this on? Do not sew the hole closed. Okay, cool. Cool, we're almost done. One, decrease. We probably should have went with a pug today so it wasn't the longest live stream. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I really wanted to make this fox, so I'm totally fine with it. It's totally fine. I'm just going to be tired later, but that's okay. That's okay. If this didn't make me tired, something else would. And honestly, I'm not that tired. I'm never tired until like after the live stream's over, and then I'm like, wow, I just used a lot of energy. But I never know. Oh my gosh, Watermelon, I love that. Watermelon has a bunch of little goblins hiding around their house. I love that. All right. Let's go ahead and get sewing for our last part today. That looks so good. Wow, love it. Okay, let's start with our front legs, which will go right here. I think the front leg's going to be pretty easy to sew on. Let's do it like that. Okay, and then I'm just going to go around like this stitch here on the side somewhere in, and we'll do the same on this other stitch. You know, keep it pretty simple. And then maybe we will sew on, yeah, maybe we should sew on like this bottom part of it too. Well, you know what? Maybe I should have read. Maybe I should have read what we were supposed to do here. I just kind of went for it. Okay, front legs. 6 stitches apart. Yep. 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 And then needle felt. Cool. Easy. I don't even think we need this book anymore. I think we got all the instructions we needed. Oh, interesting. I was supposed to sew the ears on a little bit different so that they kind of like poked in more like that, but honestly, I'm totally fine with how they turned out, so I don't really mind it. Okay, again, if you want to enter the giveaway, and enter it now. This is the book that we're working out of, and you have you can enter the giveaway by going to our Club Crochet Instagram. Yeah, and then we'll put the back leg like this. I actually think that this front leg maybe should have been over more. Maybe. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We'll make it work. That would be all the way over there. No, we want it right there. We're going to do a little closer than is recommended in the book. So that it is looking very proper. A proper little fox, isn't it? A little proper fox. You're a bit of a proper fox, isn't it? I love doing a fake English accent. I think it's so much fun. Oh, proper fox, isn't it? It's like a Cockney accent almost. I love saying in it. And we'll have I do feel like I want to sew the little feet on. Okay, we're gonna sew the leg on a little bit tighter then. So that way it's like pointed down more, you know? It's not like as difficult. I'm just going in the side of this, into there, and then out somewhere on the bottom to double knot. So that way, like, it's like sewn down like that. It's a little bit, I think it's just a little bit neater. Did I see your comment? You have blacksmith goblin, a key keeper, and a red-haired warrior. Oh, I love that. That's so cool, dude. I love that. Oh, you got some kobolds. Stitch has some kobolds. The vote is a three-way tie. Oh my gosh, it is a three-way tie. Wow, that's wild. So I guess we got to do all three of them then. I think that's what that means, right? Bring back Monster Monday, bring back the book club, and bring back movie nights. We got to do all three of them. Oh no, whatever will we do? Oh shoot, we have to? Oh, I guess, well, if we have to bring back all three of them, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. That is so cute. Okay, keep going. Monster Mondays, that was a live stream event that I would do where I would draw a monster. I would just draw something sometime in the week, and then we would crochet it live. So it was pretty much an improvised crochet along, but with a different kind of crocheted monster each week. That was off the top of my brain. Off the top of my brain parts. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was kind of like you would see like the design process a little bit. Okay, wait. Oh, I have one more. You know what? Here, let's end this poll while it's perfectly even. Oh, it's not perfectly even. Monster Monday is won. But and I have one more thing I want to ask. And that's it. This is my last question for today. Did you like this video yet? The answers are yes or no, but you're gonna. Like this video down below. All right, let's see if I can't. I'm gonna try to do the sewing on this one too, so that it like kind of closes in and holds its shape a little bit better. And then we'll use this tail end for double knotting, like that. Okay, so there's the little back leg. Oh my gosh, that back leg sewed on like perfect, like absolutely perfect. Let's see if I can do that again on this one. There we go. Let's get this out of the way. Why is it so rare to see guys crocheting online? Real life I get, but I'm trying to see guys clothing and not women's crochet. Oh, I totally feel that, dude. I think it just looks more feminine to crochet clothing. I think, like, you know, it's easier to, and there's so many patterns out there that have been already designed for women. So I think that's one of the main reasons, is that it just doesn't feel like a very masculine, like art form. I mean, I don't agree with that personally. I'm just saying I think this is why this is the case. I think crocheting is one of the, could be easily one of the most like gender neutral arts out there, and I think it's honestly on its way. I think Amigurumi's kind of changed the game for crocheters a lot, because like before Amigurumi, it was like all clothing, you know. It was like, if I crocheted, I made blankets for babies, or I made clothing, or sometimes I made some little itty-bitty toys, but it wasn't a big deal. And I just don't think that was very... I think that was like a weird thing for guys to do. But I think that the world's changed. The internet's kind of changed things a lot. And now you're seeing a lot of men that crochet. Wow, look how cute that is. And it is growing more and more every day. When I first started crocheting like 20 years ago, I was no men crocheted. Men did not crochet. It was like absolutely. I was called names for crocheting. Um, uh, Actually, Amber, I think you need to repost it. Oh, read your joke, read your joke, read your joke. Where's your joke? I actually don't see it. Oh, how does Fox keep up to date with the current events? It watches Fox News. So silly. Yeah, yeah. Well, Amigurumi is becoming much more popular in the recent years. Like it is, if you look at a chart of Amigurumi, you'll see like the popularity over years, which you can do on Google, by the way. But yeah, if you look at that chart, you'll see Amigurumi is skyrocketing right now. The pandemic helped a lot, to be completely honest. And yeah, I think that it just people are coming around. People are starting to finally understand why it's so cool. Okay. And I'm gonna sew this tail down in a similar way as I did the legs too. So that it like stays in a specific position rather than being like super floppy, because I don't want it to be like flopping all around. Do that. Let's see. Yeah, because like that's kind of weird, right? So what we're gonna do instead is I'm gonna sew it in like this so that it stays off to the side like that. So we're gonna go into the body there, and then I'll come out through like right here, and we'll sew part of it on. I might need to do this twice. Go into the side of our tail. That. Let's see, will that be enough? I think that's actually going to be enough if we just do one like that. I actually don't have a tail end to double knot to, so we're going to have to figure that out. Let's see, what do we do here? What do we do here? Do we double knot? Do we just create a knot in here? I think maybe that's what we do. We just create a knot. So we'll just go back to the back here. Tie that a little tighter. And then we're going to go in. And we'll go into this stitch. Not do the same one. And we're going to create a little knot here. Or not. R2. D2. C2. E2. Me too? Flea 2. B2. Vitamins. I'm not going crazy. Why do you ask? Here we go. Sewn on. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Okay, last thing we need to do today. Last part. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Is we need to give it... Oh, he is a little lopsided now that I sewed his tail on. He doesn't want to sit up as straight. Oh, there we go. I fixed it. Okay. Last thing we need to do is we need to add some needle felt. So let me grab that. It's right here. So I don't need to go nowhere. I found this the other day and I was like, that's where all my needle felting stuff is. In this big box titled Needle Felt. Here's some white. Actually, let's use this white because it's already open. And then, oh wait, I did find needle. Oh, it was in here. Yeah. All right. Last portion today. Let's get this fella needle felted on. We'll just use one of these ones. I'm going to be very delicate with this. All right. And we're going to take some of this needle felt. We don't need a whole lot of it. It's kind of a mess. I don't know where the end of this needle felt is either. Whatever, I'll just rip some out. Honestly, I don't even think we need that much of it. We'll just do a little bit at a time here. It needs a butt? Okay, and we can add a butt. We'll add a butt last. I like that idea. I always like the idea of adding a butt. All right, just a little bit of needle felting in here now. We want this to be like furry. You know, we want him to have like this nice little chest fuzz. Pull some of this out like that. Pretty good. Okay. I think that's pretty good. All right, do we want it to be fuzzier than that? Or is that good? I think we'll put a little bit more. Make them look a little bit more royal. Yeah, like that. I think the music ended, actually. There you go. Ooh! What neck? I don't have a neck. Oops. Hold on. There we go. Music's back. Perfect. Good night, Amber. Is this just fill? No, this is actually needle felt. This is specifically for felting, like this. It's like wool. See you later, Watermelon. Thanks for joining too. That's pretty good. Okay, and then I need to add a little bit more on this other side, and then we can add a little butt. I think we're just gonna do an X for the butt. You know, keep it real simple. It's probably way too much felt on this side. But you know what? We can make it go straight into the center. And just kind of pin it down. Trying to like tighten up the edges a little bit, make it look a little cleaner. I'm gonna have to tell her not to let her dog get this, because her dog's gotten past crochet things and like totally ruined them. And I gotta tell her like, hey, the needle felt on this one specifically will get messed up by a dog. Alright, my niece, I mean. Cousin? She's technically a cousin. More like a niece, though. There is our little felt. Oh my gosh, that looks so good in the center right there. That looks so cute. Okay, last part. Let's give him a little butt crack per Cooper's request. Cooper wants a pooper. We're gonna go 1. I'm just gonna do a little X. Keep it real easy. I think it's too far up for butt. Let's go right here. That's pretty good, right? It's got a little tiny butt crack. Butthole, really. Perfect. All right, everybody. This is going to be the end of today's live stream. We're going to be back again next Friday. Actually, it might be Thursday. I might change it to Thursday because me and Jules are going on a road trip on Friday. So I might be doing Thursday. I'll let you know. I'll make sure that it's on the stream early. It'll be Halloween themed live stream. Look at that little butt. Okay, let's look at our guy. To join our live streams, just make sure to like down below, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell icon so you don't miss it when we come out with new videos. Look at our little fox Finnegan. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. That is so cute, dude. Okay, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Okay, wait, let's put him back here for a second. And tell you again, if you haven't already checked it out, go check out Amy's new book, out now, Amigurumi Critters. You can find it at CuriousPapaya.com. And we are giving this book away today. All you need to do to enter the giveaway is go to the Instagram account and comment on the most recent post. All the rules for the giveaway are in that. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining today, especially for this extra long live stream. Been a couple long ones in a row. Really appreciate you guys joining then. Though, thank you so much again. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you next week. It does already have a name. Its name is Finnegan. Yes. All right. Pasta la pizza. Happy hooking. And I'll see you next week. Bye. Goodbye. Oh my gosh, stop. You hang up first. Oh my gosh, stop. You're making me blush. All right. Bye, everybody. Goodbye. 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 Bye-bye. 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 Bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.